going live. Wait for that green light to get going here. Let's get it rocking and rolling, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going today on BK Sport? We're here on a Tuesday for a nice little cheeky game of Super Rugby action. I am super excited for this one because I haven't been able to stream Super Rugby for a while now. Obviously, on the weekends, NRL really does take a lot out of me, and is a preference on this channel in regard, and just what we're absolutely smashing out this year. But we do also love our rugby. Obviously, we posted that Fiji and Drua video last week when they took on the New South Wales Waratahs. I am a Fiji and Drua fan. But tonight we are not watching the Drua. We're going to be watching on as Moana Pasifika take on the it's Hurricanes taking on Moana Pasifika. I forgot the Moana Pasifika are not at home this time. They actually played a couple of weeks ago, and Moana actually got a win, which was sneaky. It was cheeky. It was not something that we expected, but they did actually get a win against the Hurricanes earlier on. Now we've got the home game here at Sky Stadium for the Hurricanes, and it might get a little bit interesting. It may get a little bit interesting, but like I said, there's nothing too much to do here today on a Tuesday, so we may as well get a live stream going, talk to you guys in the chat, have a good time. You may be able to hear my voice that I'm still feeling the effects of Saturday night. My voice when I went out to the Titans versus Eels game. If you haven't seen that blog yet, go and check that blog out. But let's get into the two team lineups here, guys, before we get into the chat here. So for the Hurricanes, in the number 1, they've got Alex Bedeau. Number 2 is James O'Reilly, and number 3 is Tevita Mafaleo. Number 4 is Asaya Walker-Leowere. Number 5, Tom Parsons. Number 6, we have got Reed Prinsep. Number 7, Blake Gibson. Number 8 is Devin Flanders. Number 9, we've got a TJ Pernara. Gee whiz, what a man. Moving into the number 10, Aiden Morgan. 11 is Salesi Arayasi. Love watching him play. Number 12 is Peter Amunga Jensen. Number 13, Balin Sullivan. Number 14, Wes Goosen. And then number 15 is Ruben Love. The substitutes tonight, you've got Keanu Keru Symes, Jared Prophet, Pasilio Tosi, Justin Sangster, Kamaka Howden, Cam Roygard, Tehorangi Wayland, and Joshua Morby. So that is the Hurricanes team today. Moving over to the Moana Pasifika, then number 1 is Abraham Paul, number 2 is Samuela Molly, and number 3 is Joe Apikotoa. Number 4, Maroni Ngakuru. Number 5 is Samuel Slade. Number 6 is Alex McRobbie. 7, Alamanda Matunga, very good player there. Number 8 is Henry Stowers, another great player. Number 9, Jonathan Tamatieni. 10, Christian Leonafano. Now, you might know that name from the Wallabies a few years ago. On the wings, Neria Fornal and Tima Fainganuku. And in the centres, Levi Almua and Danny Tawala with the fullback at number 15, Lalangi Visinya. Moving on to the substitutes, they've got Ray Nyoya, Ezekiel Lindenmuth, Tau Kolomatangi, Mike Curry, Penator Finau, Manuel Paya, Lincoln McClutchy, and Henry Taifu. So that is the two team lineups there for today, guys. Just going to hit our thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Obviously, like I said, I love my rugby. We haven't been able to do a great deal of it this year. We will be doing this game here tonight between the Hurricanes and the Moana Pasifika. And then afterwards, we will be doing it in Australia versus New Zealand in the Women's Football Internationals. So, let's go through a couple of these. I'll read your comments first, and then we'll go through. Then we'll go and have a look at what's it called? Everything's going over all crazy. Then we'll go and have a look at the recent results of both these two teams, because obviously you can't see Moana Pasifika here. You can see the Hurricanes over here. The Moana Pasifika are in last place right now, but they have actually been better than you do give them credit for. They've also had a lot of games that have been postponed, which is this one due to COVID. And now we're actually finally getting a chance to watch it. So, yeah, super looking forward to seeing what they can produce here today against the Hurricanes. I personally believe that we're going to be seeing the Hurricanes get a cheeky, solid win here. Like a solid win, because I feel like it's going to be a bit of revenge for the last game in which the Moana Pasifika actually did win, like I told you. Fiji Islander says, thanks for reminding me, bro. We're back. We're ready to rock and roll, big boy. We're back and ready to rock and roll. There, Brown says thoughts of Kerevi maybe joining an Aussie club. And so what club would take him? I think that if Kerevi's going to come somewhere, it's going to be somewhere that is not in a rebuilding phase. So Melbourne Rebels, I would say, is probably out of it. And I'd say that the Waratahs, maybe the Waratahs could be a shout still overall. But I think that if you're going to be looking towards a team for Samuel Kerevi, you'll be looking towards a team like the Reds or the Brumbies. And I don't think he'd go to the Brumbies necessarily. Where is Kerevi from in Australia? Where is the big Kerevi from in Australia? That's actually a good question here. There is about 15 or so minutes to go until the game gets started, guys. Obviously, I know obviously he's also Fijian, mind you, that's a bit, but Brisbane State High School. So he is actually from Queensland. I would assume he probably goes back to the Reds. I'd probably assume that he goes to the Reds. He was obviously there for like 5 years, so I'd assume he goes back to the Reds if anything. But it'd be interesting because obviously the Reds are a very good team. They are a very good team. They're not looking the most unbelievable this year. And this table, for people who don't really get Super Rugby, this table doesn't really reflect necessarily kind of what you should be expecting in regards to this season. So the Brumbies are in first, but you've got to remember the Australian teams have taken on the Australian teams, and the New Zealand teams have taken on the New Zealand teams. And from, I think it's next week, you now start to see the Australian teams take on the New Zealand teams, and it gets a little bit more testy, a little bit more interesting in regards to a few of these factors. And you've got to start thinking you'll assumedly see the Brumbies and a couple of these Australian teams probably drop a little bit, because Australian teams have a absolutely horrific record. And when I say horrific record, a horrific record against the New Zealand team. So do not be surprised if this table changes dramatically over the next couple of weeks here. Sorry, I'm just going to get this up here on my phone. Bing, bang, boom. There we go. Sweet. And that is sorted. So yeah, I'd say the Reds, man, if anything. Oh, why have I got Villarreal? Oh, it's just an ad for the game. Yeah, so I'd say probably the Reds, man. Ryan Simpson, hi BKR Sport. I think the Hurricanes will crunch Moana Pasifika. What do you think is going to win? Yeah, I believe so too, man. I think it's going to be a revenge game here for the Canes. I do. I think they're going to win by a significant amount. I would love to see Moana Pasifika surprise again, but it is raining here, so it is wet weather, and it's going to be a really tough one for a brand new team like the Moana Pasifika to be able to hold the ball, go through their phases, and really be the diverse kind of team that we know they can be. Obviously, they have not been completely out of it for most of their games, even though they've got a pretty poor points differential. But then again, Fiji and Drua are the exact same. The Fiji and Drua have been in most of their games, but they also have a pretty poor points differential. And that's because these two teams have come into the competition, and it's still a bit of a wake-up call here. And the thing is, though, is Moana Pasifika have probably got the advantage over my Fiji and Drua in the sense they got to take on New Zealand teams first because they're in the New Zealand Conference, while Fiji are in the Australian Conference. So they actually had the easiest start and still haven't really been able... We've been impressive. We have been very impressive with the draw. But we've also taken on the easier opposition, in my personal opinion. Should have won against the Reds. We all know that one. Brumbies obviously gave us a little bit of a toweling, and same with the Waratahs and whatnot. Rebels won one, lost one. And the Western Force should have won that one. It was only after the siren that we lost it. So, the Drew are going to have a bit of a wake-up call here as well when they have to take on these New Zealand teams in the coming weeks. But I will be travelling back to Fiji in about 3 weeks' time to go and watch the Drew take on the... who the Drew are taking on? The Drew are taking on the... we're taking on the Highlanders at Suva. Ooh, that's a video, baby. Let's get it. Sammy Souza says, Hurricanes might do an introduction haka. Chris House says, go the Hurricanes. On a personal note, both the Pacific and the Drew have proved their worth despite all the results. Absolutely. This is expected. This whole season has been expected so far. I am very happy to have, as a Drew fan, to have at least gotten the one win to our name, just like the Pacifica can be happy with their one win to their name, which was against the team they're playing tonight. They should not have been expected to get a win necessarily. Obviously, as I spoke to Medley Devon last week on the vlog, they did come to, show out and make their country proud and make everyone proud around them and play well. But obviously, it is a learning curve. It is a learning process for these new teams like Moana Pasifika and Fiji and Drua to have this step up to this next level where they've never experienced before. A lot of the island boys, a lot of the village boys, coming through the system in the Drua really don't understand that next level step up. So it's great to see that now we can really start to pile on a lot more quality in the islands, as we've obviously been seeing. And, this is what happened with Argentina. Argentina had a lot of, they didn't have any experience, no quality whatsoever, really, until they got into the Super Rugby. The Super Rugby and also the Tri-Nation, what's it called? Rugby Championship, that's the one. And then obviously they started to really rise from there. So, no, it's great to see, and hopefully it continues to progress. Somebody says, Moana Pasifika and Drua definitely being competitive, but just need to keep up on the scoreboard. Yeah, well, but you got to remember the Drua lost by 3 points to the Reds, and we all know that try that was scored after the siren. Not after the siren, sorry, with a minute to go. We all know that was actually an illegal entry from the side. So you got to give a bit more credit to the Drua than to kind of say they haven't been keeping up on the scoreboard. Looking at the most recent Moana Pasifika results, obviously their first game they lost 33-12 to the Crusaders. Second game was a 59-12 loss to the Chiefs. Third game they did obviously beat the Hurricanes 24-19 before losing to the Blues 32-19. That's not a bad loss there, that 32-19 to the Blues, especially considering what the Blues did last week to the Chiefs, 45-0, wowee. Blues obviously beat the Moana Pasifika in the return game, 46-16, and then Highlanders, they lost 37-17 to the Pacifica. So, and what you've also got to remember here today, guys, as well, is that Moana Pasifika have a game this weekend, so they're playing on Tuesday, and then they're playing as well on Saturday against the Chiefs. So it's a really tough one here for them because they're not going to be able to go full on out here. It's also wet weather conditions. So it's going to be so much more draining, and it's going to be a difficult one for them. It really is. It's going to be a really difficult one here for the Moana Pasifika to really get something going here. Georgina says, are you still planning on in the sheds this week? Yeah, I'll do it in the sheds this week, Georgina, but it'll probably come out tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow instead of today, because I will be doing the Australia versus New Zealand women's international game tonight in the football. Xavier Brown says, Karevi played for the Reds. Yeah, no. Tom Banks should be heading to Japan on $2.8 million deal. Would be a shame to see him leave. Yeah, but with that being said, it's probably the right call for him, man. It's probably the right call for him. Captain James is mine. I better slap up the Canes. They won't, though, bro. Somebody says Hurricanes likely to take advantage of Moana Pasifika fatigue from short turnarounds affecting their squad depth. Yep, I agree. They probably will. But I don't even necessarily believe that. I think it would, if the short turnaround, absolutely, yeah. But with that being said, another thing that is a crucial aspect of all this is the fact that, the Hurricanes are looking for that revenge game. The Hurricanes, they're currently in 8th. I've predicted them, I think, in 7th on my preseason predictions. Recently, obviously, they had that really close loss there to the Satyrs, another really close loss to the Chiefs, so they're actually on a 3-game losing streak right now, because the Moana Pasifika game where they lost by 5, and they lost by 1 to the Chiefs, and then they lost by 3 to the Satyrs. So their last 3 games have been losses, and they're going to want to really bring that back up and really sort that out there, because otherwise their season's going to fall apart. So I really think they could be on for a huge win here today. I really do. I really do. Onway says, let's go to Moana Pasifika. Fiji Islander says, what were your thoughts on the way the game ended between the Satyrs and Canes on the weekend? And do you think Artie is good or not? So I didn't actually get to see that Satyrs and Canes game, but I've seen a lot of people... I've seen a lot of people really complaining about that game and, bringing a lot of... yeah. I'm not going to talk about something that I didn't get to watch, because that was on Saturday. That was the day that I was at the Titans versus Eels game. So yeah, I haven't even been able to watch the extended highlights here of that game. I could probably watch it now. There's still about 5 minutes to go here until the game does get underway. There's actually 10 minutes to go. Guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're around here if you have not already. But yeah, I love Artie Sava. Man. He's an absolutely fantastic player. Onways is when you're going to do the Rugby Sevens. Rugby Sevens? I don't know, man. It's really difficult with this channel, dude. I do NRL, I do rugby, I do football, I do literally everything, man. So it's very difficult to kind of work out a way, especially on weekends, to work those in. But look, I'll try to do it this week, man. I was going to do the Fiji versus New Zealand final, but my throat has been really sore. It still is sore from Saturday, and then obviously from Sunday on the streams as well. So sometimes I just needed to take a break there. But yeah, I think that I will be probably streaming it this weekend in regards to the final anyway, and maybe a couple games here and there. Creamer says, would love a sneaky Moana Pasifika win here, but I think the Hurricanes are going to get a cruisy win. Yeah, absolutely, man. I do believe so. Yeah. But the odds are massively in favour here of the Hurricanes. They are absolutely massively in favour here. And the odds are massively in favour of a 13+. To be honest with you, the handicap is at minus 19.5 for the Hurricanes. I believe that probably does come off here, especially with it being the home ground here for the Hurricanes. But also, I think that a sneaky little multi tonight would be the Hurricanes to get a minus 19.5 win, plus the Australian women to get a minus 2.5 win there as well. Fiji Islands says Canes are going to be able to prove a point today. Absolutely. And I think it sucks as well that Moana Pasifika haven't had that experience in the wet weather, which is what we're seeing here today. It is a wet day here in Wellington. It is a tough one here for a brand new team in wet conditions to take on a team that is on now 3 losses in a row, with one of those losses coming against these guys in a shock, and all three games being decided by less than 5 points. Less than 3 points, sorry. Less than 3 points in all 3 games. Chiefs, Satyrs, and also the Pacifica, like I said. TSM says, Hurricanes got this for sure. I say 20+. 20+? Yeah, I agree. Jay Hayes says that Titans bloke you interviewed after the game the other day, is his voice always like that? Kevin Proctor? Yeah. So Kevin Proctor's voice is like Darren Lockyer's voice. I'm not too sure what happened with Kev's, but a lot of the players, they usually have someone tackling them, and a head goes into their throat around this area, and it kind of screws them over. It obviously does screw them over massively. Kev Proctor's voice, just like Darren Lockyer's voice, they get worse with the game going on, because obviously the impact from other players. So no, that's a common thing that we see in rugby league. You should hear Greg Bird's voice. Darren Lockyer's voice is bad, but it's not as bad as Greg Bird's, and Kev Proctor's voice is not as bad as Greg Bird's. It's mad. And if you don't know, remember Greg Birdie used to play for the Titans, the Sharkies, New South Wales, Australia. Very good player back in the day. Somebody says, I'd be surprised if you did sevens, considering the sports that you're usually streaming NRL. Most of the time, with Super Rugby, AFL, and the American sports too. We haven't done any AFL so far this season. We haven't done any AFL. I watched my games for Geelong, but we haven't done any AFL yet. I have considered going to a Suns game, though. I am considering going and vlogging a Sunnies game. Eliza Flawless says, hey, good evening. Hello, Eliza. How we doing? Long time no see. Jay Hayes says, Raji, what time is it over there in bloody Uzbekistan right now? What is it, like bloody 3 p.m. or something like that? How many hours is Perth behind us? Oh man, I wish there was a bigger crowd there, but obviously it is a Tuesday night. You couldn't really expect a great deal of a crowd here at Sky Stadium. But in the same sense, let's hopefully see a good game here. 3 p.m. I was right, CJ. I know my Gold Coast to Tajikistan time difference. You know, I know my time differences there. Kieran Young says, hello people, how's it going? Hello, Giambeone. How we doing? I agree with you on that one. What has he said? What did TSM say? Oh, in regards to the Hurricanes getting a big win. Yeah. All right. So, but I think this battle of the forwards, I really think that the Moana Pasifika forwards can actually go toe-to-toe here with the Hurricanes forwards. I don't think the Hurricanes forwards are as good as they have been previously, and I do believe that the likes of Slade, the likes of Motonga, the likes of Molly as well, Apikatoa, I really do actually like them. So I think that this is actually going to be a relatively good battle here with the forwards. I just think the back line of the Hurricanes is going to be too good here for the Moana Pasifika. And this is something that we see across both codes of Rugby League and Rugby Union, that most of the time it's the decision makers, the decision-making positions that really lack for the islands. And that's really evident with the Fijian Rugby League national team. It's really evident with a lot of these teams like the Drua and like the Moana Pasifika, that it's just very difficult to get those really slick plays going without the ball going to the grass and going down to the ground, because everyone's just so excited and so frantic, you know what I'm saying? But for the backs, Tite Perenara and Morgan going up against Talmatini and Lealafano. Rayasti and Goosen on the wings, going up against Fainga Nuku and Famai, with Imanga Jensen and Sullivan in the centres, going against Tuala and Almua, and then Love for the Hurricanes going against Vicinia in the fullback. So I personally rate that back line a lot more personally. I'll read that in a second. But I personally rate that back line a lot more there for the Canes. But thank you very much, Eliza Flawless, for joining up to the BKRmy. I know you've been a part of it before. You got VC. How much is VC? How long does VC mean? I think VC is 9 months. Is that because a year is the C for the Cubby C? What is VC? I think that's like nearly a year. I'm not sure, Eliza. You know more than me about that. Fred says, hello, Fred. How are we doing, champion? BKR Sport USA tomorrow, champion. Timberwolves and Clippers. Also, we're going to be doing the other game, which is the Cavaliers and Nets. That one, personally, for me, is the one I'm more excited about. But I'll stream both of them, and I'm super, super keen for the Plains. Somebody says, no wonder the guy you interviewed in the Times vlog sounded like a heavy smoker, even though he reminded me of Darren Lockyer. Yeah, no, he's not a heavy smoker, Kevin Proctor. He's not a heavy smoker. But yeah, Trucking Down says 9 months. 9 months. See, Trucking Down, I don't know. He got the VC himself. Nate J says, Moana paying $9.50. I put a buck on him. I wouldn't have. I think still that's a waste of money. But in the same sense, it is only $1. Who cares? It is what it is. So the Moana Pasifika are coming out here onto the field. Let's go hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here, guys. Obviously, I don't really get to do too many Super Rugby games, but I love it when we do. Fred says, look forward to it, mate. It should be good, man. It should really, really be good. Super Rugby Pacific, Henry times Stowers, 4 matches, 1 try, 50 carries and 60 tackles made. Jeez, good amount of tackles made there. Obviously, Rugby Union, Rugby League, there's a major difference in how many tackles get made. And 60 tackles across the 6 games wouldn't seem much in Rugby League, but in Rugby Union, it is actually quite significant because the games are played so different. But here come the Canes. I feel like a revenge game's coming here, guys. I know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a revenge game. Let me know your score predictions in the chat. I'm going to go... All Moana Pasifika fans are not going to be happy with me. Moana Pasifika fans are not going to be happy with me, but I'm going to go 45-10. I'm actually going to give them a try, though, and a penalty. But I do think the Canes are just going to be too good here today. I don't know what it is. I could be easily wrong. I'm actually usually pretty horrible with my Super Rugby tipping. I'm very good with my NRL tipping, but Super Rugby tipping... not so good, man. But I do think the Canes are going to get a good win here today. Kieran Young says, Cowboys versus Rays. I think Cowboys win by 14+. Different sport, but. Tested Aussie says, hi. Jaden Harris has just started watching Union about a year ago, and I'm pretty hooked so far. Maybe not as much as I am with Rugby League and NFL, but it's all right. Mate, Rugby Union is very fun to watch because it's so it's free flowing. You know what I'm saying? It's very free flowing. It's always, the ball is always moving. The ball is always, just getting thrown around, and it's just so much different to rugby league in the sense that rugby league is bang, 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 stop, 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 stop. But it's really good. But then you go to union, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Just continuously going, continuously going. So this is how do you think the Force are doing this season? Well, they're in 7th place, which is fine, but they've got a big wake-up call coming when they play the New Zealand teams in a couple of weeks' time. Yep. It's all good to be doing nicely against Australian teams, but New Zealand teams are a bit of a different breed, big fella. They're a bit of a different breed, the old New Zealand teams. Bit of a different breed, but here we go. They will be kicking it off here to Moana Pasifika. Well, let's see if they can really keep it in. Cowboys by 14 plus. Yeah, he's the biggest wisher over to Wisher. Jordan says the refereeing is much better in Union, which helps. Yeah, I agree. The refereeing in Union is actually a lot better as well. All right, so Moana Pasifika here to kick off the ball, and let's see. But that's a decent kick that pushes it to the 22 here, and the Canes are going to be. Oh no, the Canes are going to score a try immediately. The Canes have literally scored a try immediately. They're going to score a try. Oh no, there's going to be good defense. Oh, that could be a sim in here. There could be a yellow card here. There might be a yellow card here. And it's going to be a knock on against the Canes. I reckon it's going to be a yellow card back at the play. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty here to the Canes, and I reckon there could be a yellow card. Wow, what a start here from Wes Hoosen. What a start there from Hoosen. Look at that, just breaks out to the right-hand side. He kicks it over the top, and that's going to be a yellow card. That should be a yellow card based on what we saw from Caleb Clark. Based on what we saw from Caleb Clark, I'm surprised they're not going to be calling that. I'm surprised they're not calling that considering what we saw from Caleb Clark the other week. But they're going to call a penalty regardless, so it's going to be Canes with the ball here, and they're going to get the line out about 5 metres out. You could not have asked for a worse start if you were the Moana Pasifika right now. You could not have asked for a worse start if you are the Moana Pasifika. Damn. The start of the game, and Goosen just blasts them away and goes down the other end of the field, and now they've got a line out 5 metres out. They win this line out, they score, they do win the line out, they're going to push it here. They're going to push it here. We're 1 minute into the game here, guys. The Hurricanes, they're 5 metres out. They're going to push. They're pushing. It's too easy right now. It's too easy right now. It's too easy. They're still going. And short. Good defense there. That's really good defense there. And no, don't worry about that. Oh, they're still short here. They're still short here. The Hurricanes are still short. Try time. Try time there for the Hurricanes. And it will be 5-0 already. Oh, my God. Oh my God, if that isn't an ominous sign here for the Moana Pasifika, I don't know what is. It is 5-0 here with a kick to come. Deary me. Deary me, eh? Oh no. Oh no. It was actually pretty decent there from the Moana Pasifika to actually stop a couple of those, the 2 phases there before the try was actually scored there, but you were never going to be able to stop them here. They just break over and then try time. They're out wide, so it's going to be a difficult kick, but what I've actually noticed this year is that kicking in Union has actually gotten a lot worse than what it used to be. Yeah, kicking in Union used to be so much better, but recently they've really fallen apart. So I'm not going to guarantee this one, but I normally would have. Aussie Cricket says, hi, who you going for, BKR? I'd rather Moana Pasifika win because obviously Pasifika, Fiji and Jura, I love the islands, Pacific Islands. And Moana Pasifika still is meant to technically represent Fiji as well. It's Tonga, Samoa, Cook Islands, the likes, plus also Fiji. Oh, and he's missed a kick. Told you. Bingo. So 5-0 here, 2.5 minutes in. So yeah, I will get around Moana Pasifika simply because they are still technically meant to be representing Fiji, but they're realistically just a sick New Zealand team. But overall, we all know that we're probably going to be seeing a nice little hefty Hurricanes win here. Sammy Zulu says, we Union fans like to talk smack about league, but it's all in good fun and banter. Yeah, I don't really get that though. I don't really get how people from different, competitions and different sports, hate on each other. It just doesn't make sense to me. I love them all. If you don't like it, then you just don't even need to even talk about it because obviously it just doesn't make sense because they're 2 completely different games. Like people in America might think that rugby union and rugby league are very similar, but they're just simply not. The only thing that's the same is the tackling and the passing over the backwards, really. Everything else is very significantly different. It is some tweaks, but yeah, it is what it is, man. I don't get why people hate on other sports just because they don't follow it. But the Moana Pasifika here at the halfway point, they've got it's a penalty of the Canes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Jody Bryan says, how many years will the Waratahs win the comp or be competitive? Be competitive. I think give it 2-3 years still, maybe 2. Win the comp. Geez, that's a hard one because Australian teams, we haven't won the competition since 2014. And that was the Red. No, that was the Tars, I think. I think Tars won 2014 and the Reds won 2012. I was there. I should know. But I can't remember if it was 2012 or 2014. Forgive me, I watch a lot of sport. Oh, and they win the line out there, the Canes. The right hand side here at the 40. They give it off, and TJ Bernara. Oh, they're away here. Oh, look at this one. Look at this run. Oh, that was a huge run there by the number 12 of the Canes. Right hand side, TJ Perinara gives it off to. Try time coming up here. Try time coming up here. Try time coming up here. This is going to get scary for Pacifica. This is going to be a scary game for the Moana Pasifika. They're 5 minutes out from the line here, the Hurricanes. They're just pushing through the forwards right now. Right hand side, we are literally like 3 minutes into the game, 4 minutes into the game, and the Hurricanes up 5-0 and have the ball 5 minutes out here from the Moana Pasifika line. Flanders really just pumping this ball straight up here multiple times. Here's the Canes, and that's going to be close to obstruction. It is going to be an obstruction. That's terrible from the Canes. That was like under 12 footy from the Canes there to be giving away that penalty. Trocadero says, Sammy Souza, in your opinion, why do union players show the referee more respect than league players? I think it's because it's been ingrained in the sport. I think rugby league has been really... Because, look, let's be honest. So, especially, this is from an Australian perspective, though. It's different from different countries. But in Australia, the referee receives a lot more respect because a lot of the time it's been private school boys. And that's the problem with Australian rugby union teams over the years, is that it's only been private school. So a lot of the private school boys are a lot more willing to listen to the direction and the authority. That's a bad line out there, but the Pacifica and the Hurricanes are going to get the ball here. That's bad. And with obviously rugby league, it's always kind of been they're going to call that backwards. Big call. So Canes with the ball at the 40, and then compared to public school kids who, a lot of the time, I've been to both private and public, so I will tell you this that from experience that private school is a lot more willing to listen to authority. And then, public school maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. So that's where I would say in regards to Australia, that would come from. But I can't speak on behalf of New Zealand, South Africa. And that's going to be a really good kick there. Really good kick. Jay Hayes says private school boys get some pretty bad midship though. Oh, I know. Oh, I definitely know that. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying there. Somebody who says Samoa and Tonga pretty much have players from New Zealand mostly anyway. So MP is definitely for them. Moana Pasifika, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Samoa and Tonga is definitely the main representative here. But I think that's because they realised how stupid it was for Moana Pasifika to also be representing Fiji when we already have our Fiji and Drua, who we've had since the National Rugby Championship days. It's not like the Fiji and Drua are a new team. The Fiji and Drua are not a new team. Everyone keeps saying they are a new team. The Fiji and Drua are not a new team. They are new to the Super Rugby, but they are not a new team overall. They are not a new team overall. They've not been created for this competition. They were in the National Rugby Championship. That's not straight. That's not straight. That's bad. So it'll be Moana Pasifika with the ball here. Too many people don't get that. We won the National Rugby Championship. Fiji and Drua won the National Rugby Championship in 2019. 2018, I think it was. But, yeah, people just didn't get that. What about the Samoa vs Tonga NRL Test match? What? Jordana says Waratahs 2014, Reds 2011. Thank you, I was close enough. I got the Tars right, but the Reds one was wrong by 1 year. Jay Hayes is private. Yeah, that's right. Aussie Cricket says Hurricanes are playing like a top 4 team. Not yet, they're not. Brother, they're on 3. What? What planet are you watching? They've lost 3 games in a row straight, and right now, they played well to start, but what? They just lost 3 games in a row coming to this game, bro. What are you talking about? They're playing like a top 4 team. They ain't playing anywhere close to a top 4 team yet. Nate J says private school boys get away with a lot more shit than public school boys. Absolutely, but the fact of the matter is that what I'm saying is that they are more willing to listen to authority than public school boys. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. All right, so it's going to be scrum feed here to the Moana Pasifika. The Hurricanes are their own worst enemies right now. Not straight from that line out. They did an under 12s play, and it's going to be a penalty. Jeez, a penalty to the Hurricanes on the scrum. That's bad there for Moana Pasifika. Their short turnaround is really what's going to kill them here. Short turnaround from the weekend, plus also they have a short turnaround for this week as well, upcoming against the Chiefs. So only on Friday is when they played the Highlanders, and the Highlanders, although they're not that great, they're not great at all, but they are still very physical and stand can still tire the shit out of you. And that was only 3-4 days ago, man. So the Moana Pasifika come into this game with that short of a rest, and then we've also seen we also see them play again this weekend coming. When was the Sayers game? When was the Canes and Sayers game? 9th April. So they're even on a shorter turnaround. Hurricanes are away here down the right hand side, and that was a full pass. The Hurricanes are their own worst enemies right now. Somebody says, in my opinion, because of how they're the law and authority anyways, and how World Rugby has instilled such respect in all unions towards referees, and more neutrality during internationals. Ooh, neutrality depends on what hemisphere you're in. It depends on what hemisphere you're in, Shamiano. Callum Brooks says, I watched your vlog yesterday and honestly was more entertaining than most vlogs from channels with millions of subs. Would love to see some more in the future. Keep it up. I do them pretty much every week, so I'll be down in Manly, bro. I'll be down in Manly for the Manly vs Titans game this week. Obviously, I do my streams, which do well as well, but I do definitely get at least one vlog out a week, and even if I don't go to a Titans game, penalty to the Moana Pasifika here. Even if I don't go to a Titans game, I will go to a game on that weekend, assuming there is a game at Suncorp. So 10 minutes into the game here, guys. The Canes are 5-0. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe when you're into here. They got off to a banging start and have absolutely dominated this game, but keep making silly mistakes that let Moana Pasifika back into this game here. So, they're not going to kick that out. It's not even going to go out. Oh, wait, it does go out. No, that's a good kick, actually. That was a good kick. Somebody who says, even Blaze took the words right out of my mouth on why union refs are respected. Yeah, union refs are respected, but I will never forgive that bald muppet who did the Wales and Australia game. And penalty to the Hurricanes. Penalty to the Hurricanes. Max says, would you say you were the loudest that match? I'm the loudest at every match. And that's why my voice is like this. Well, you can't really hear a difference in my voice right now, but I can feel the difference in my voice. And that's the difference. And that's not me circle jerking myself, that's just me saying fact. I am the loudest person in that stadium. It just is what it is. And if people don't like that, you're wrong. Because I am. And it's not easy. It's not easy to do what I do, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun being able to, go to games like that and support my team in that fashion. Left hand, another knock on here for the Canes. Bro, I tell you what, they are their own worst enemy at this point. And the ball... Oh, nice work by the Canes to get back and prevent that from being a try. That is nice work for the Canes to prevent that from being a try. But, geez, that was close. That was super duper close. That was super duper close there. But the Canes just keep knocking this ball on, man. They just keep making mistakes in this game. Like, Moana Pasifika, besides that, haven't done anything here. But the Canes are just allowing them to remain. They're allowing them to remain, and they're not putting the opportunities away. That's what I'm trying to say. So 5 metres out, the Moana Pasifika will have a scrum here, and this is huge. If they push, I don't think they'll be able to push over, but they definitely are able to score in this situation, the Pacifica. Don't disrespect them. They have been still close in most matches. We just thought because of the short turnarounds that it was going to be a lot more difficult than what it's obviously shown out to be so far. All right, so Moana Pasifika, and just like in that first minute to think what's happened. Oh, that's going to be, the Hurricanes took the ball. Oh, the Hurricanes took the ball from the scrum. That's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad for the Moana Pasifika. So the Hurricanes steal it there through Tite Perenara and they kick it over the sideline. So now it's going to be a Moana Pasifika line out and it's going to be 35 metres out now rather than the 5 metre scrum. Unlucky. Georgina says, you definitely are one of the loudest and best supporters. I was at the game on the weekend. Love hearing the drums. Appreciate you, Georgina. So right-hand side here for the Moana Pasifika. It's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty here. The Hurricanes know they got the ball away here. Good work, Moana. So here we go. Just outside the 22. Can they get someone going here? Can they get... Oh, the ball's come out. Ball's come out. Oh, nice work here. Back on the inside. And they'll get taken down. They've actually lost about 5 metres here so far on these 3 phases they've had the ball. So back to the 40. Oh, they're all offside there. They had to go back there. And out of the wing, Chancey, they're going to get taken on the sideline. No, he's away. Really nice work there by the winger there for the Moana Pasifika. I think that's an advantage. Oh, no, that's going to be a knock on there. No, he's going to call backwards. So Moana's still with the ball and they're going to get the penalty. No, it was advantage. It was advantage. I was right. Nate Jones plays like Jimmy Barnes at footy games. I might see you at Manly game too, mate. Well, I'll definitely be there. I'll be there in the front line, the official supporters club of the Gold Coast Titans. I'll be heading down on Saturday and then coming back on Sunday. So I will not be doing the Storm versus Sharks stream, which I'm spewing about because that might be the game of the round. But on Sunday, I will be back in time to do those 2 games, which I'm super looking forward to. So, Moana Pasifika here with the penalty, and they're going to kick this one to around the 15, maybe 15, 20 or so. 15, 20 out here. Here we go. Come on, Moana Pasifika. Oh, dosso Moana Pasifika. The Hurricanes, what's going on? Right hand side here. Now they spread it back to the left. Here we go. Here comes Moana Pasifika. They're 15 metres out here from the line. Good run there by the number 14 there for Moana. Left hand side, they give it off. It's going to be the number 8 who just runs it straight at the guards, and they're nearly close to losing that ball, but it's still Moana's ball. Just got to hold on to it, can complete these phases, move through the phases right now. You know, Hurricanes have knocked so many balls on already, made so many mistakes that they just need to hold the ball, and that's exactly what they don't do. Hurricanes now get the ball from the knock-on. That is just bad there. That is just bad. And the Hurricanes can kick that ball away. Very good kick, actually. That's going to win some massive field position battle here for the Canes. And now Moana are going to pass this ball back inside. Whack this one down. Don't tell me that goes down the full. No, it's all right. So Hurricanes now get the ball around the 22. Back on into the inside. And they're going to step on the inside. They're away. They're away. They're away. Perinara follows up. Intercept there. It's an intercept there for Moana Pasifika. Jeez, I'm telling you, the Hurricanes are their own worst enemy, man. Moana are doing well enough to stick in this game, but the Canes just keep throwing their possessions away. Knock-ons, intercepts, just poor right now, man, from the Canes. Especially being the home team wanting that revenge. They're not looking great right now for it. And that's going to be still balls all over the place here. And Moana will get this ball just outside their own 22. That's going to be a penalty here. Oh, the Canes over the top, and it will be a turnover. Oh, no, it's not. Moana Pasifika will get the ball here still. Beautiful. Jeez, this is an interesting game to call right now, you know. The JJ says, what's up, brothers? You think my Auckland Blues can repeat this year? Penalties of the Canes. You think my Auckland Blues can repeat this year? They're in good form, but so are some of the other teams as well. Yeah, they got a good win against the Chiefs. Was it 45-0? Very good win there in that one. I think they'll go for the 3 here, the Canes, probably. No, they're not. They're going to go for the try. Okay, well, you like to see it. No, I think they are going to go for the 3 here. The Canes will always go for the 3. That's exactly what they're going to do. So it should be 8-0 here, guys. It should be 8-0. But no, I like the Blues, man. I think they're a very good team. Obviously, they've really been, smacking it recently. While we're waiting here for this kick to go, the kick to be made, let's go have a look here at the Blues. Let's go have a look here at the Blues in their season so far, because they didn't start off the greatest. They only just beat the Highlanders, which wasn't impressive. 25-0, not 45-0, 25-0. 45-0 would have been wild. But 25-0 over the Chiefs. Obviously beat the Moana Pasifika 46-16, but it's still the first year in the comp for the Moana Pasifika. A bit different. Highlanders 32-20. It's fine. Beat the Chiefs 24-22. So that's 2 wins of the Chiefs, which is nice. And also that 25-0 win came in Waikato as well. And then obviously against the Hurricanes, they lost 33-32. So, yeah, they are playing well. They absolutely can win this year, man. But there is still some really good teams. And I want to wait for the New Zealand teams to play the Australian teams first to see if the Australian teams have actually improved or if it's still going to be pretty much the same as usual with the New Zealand teams just dominating. You know what I'm saying? So 16.5 minutes gone here, and the Canes will slap it all through. Bing, bing, bing. 3 points there for the Canes, and it will be 8-0. To the Hurricanes with 17 minutes gone in this game. But I think this is a really close Super Rugby season, you know. I think it really is. Crusaders, I wouldn't guarantee them for shit right now. You know, the Blues doing well, like I said, Brumbies and Reds. I want to wait to see what they do against the New Zealand opposition in a couple of weeks' time. The Tars will get slapped. I'm sorry, they will. Chiefs are still going to be in it. You know, the Chiefs are not done with yet. Western Force, they'll get slapped. Hurricanes will be interesting to see how they go. And then obviously the Rebels, they'll get slapped. So it just comes down to me whether those Brumbies and Reds can really perform. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the Drua can do against the New Zealand teams. I really am. I don't think they're going to win by any means, but they may sneak one against the Highlanders, especially that first ever home game at Suva. I really believe that we could sneak that one, but I don't believe. I think we actually get another Fiji game against the Chiefs at the end of May, which would be awesome to see. So back here for the Canes, and they're going to whack this one deep. That's a good kick. I think that's touched. I think that was touched there. Oh, they're going to say it wasn't touched. That's going to be out in the full here by the... that's going to be out of the full here. I thought that was touched there by the Moana Pasifika, but it will be a line out here to the Moana Pasifika, about 15 metres out from the line. Just between 19 says Blues versus Crusaders will be a good game. It will be. I'm actually going to back the Blues in there, if it's in Auckland anyway. And they're going to win that line out. There you go. Did better than the last one. They're going to break through here, take it down 10 metres out. Here's the chance. Here is their chance. Right, the guts right through the centre, and they're going to lose the ball. That's going to be stripped out, and the Canes are going to get the ball back here. Oh, they're going to call penalty here. No release, apparently. Ooh, big call, but it will be a Moana Pasifika penalty. What do they do? I think they might take the scrum here. I think they may go over the scrum. Then again, the last time they had the scrum 5 metres out, they did obviously lose that ball, so... I don't know. Not impressive so far here from the Hurricanes, and that's why you can see them all the way down there in 8th right now. Not the most impressive. They're going to go for the line-out here. It's a big call. Their line-out hasn't exactly been unbelievable here today, the Moana Pasifika, but they are going to go for the line-out, which is going to be interesting. But, you know, best of luck to them. They're only 5 out. Just bring it down, push it over, and slap, down by 1 point. Despite the fact that the Hurricanes have been all over him, just keep making mistakes. Error after error after error. So up it goes here, and the Moana Pasifika, they're going to get taken over the sideline. Oh, they stay in bounds there. They stay inside. It's going to be a knock-on here against the Hurricanes, and the Moana Pasifika now have the advantage. They're going to be 1 metre short here. They're going to be held up, maybe. Or maybe... I think they're going to check this. This might be a try. This may be a try here. Or did he actually push himself over? Either way, it's going to be a knock-on advantage here for the Moana Pasifika. But they're going to check this for a try here. They're going to check this for a try. They are going to check this little bad boy for a try. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Well, 20 minutes have gone here, guys. Let's go and hit our thumbs up button. Let's go and subscribe if you are new around here. We're just checking to see if this is a double movement. Xavier Brown says, how highly would you rate club rugby in the islands? Not highly, bro. He's almost over the line there, but I think, nah, that's going to be a no try. Nah, so he's propelled himself there. I think it'll be a no try. It still should be that knock on though. Nah, there's no way you can call this. He's progressed himself there. So it should be a no try, but it still should be the knock-on advantage there. Yep, short of the line. And does not ground it either, apparently. So they're going to give you the advantage. So I was right. So they're going to give you the advantage there to Moana Pasifika. So no try, but they will get the scrum. Knock on by yellow. Alrighty. Look, I'd love to see the Islands, obviously, and it will progress now that we have the Fijian draw, and obviously all the way down. This is where Fiji Rugby is so crucial right now. Fiji Rugby, because Moana Pasifika is effectively a sick New Zealand team, so I'm not really too highly hopeful for the Samoa and Tongan on the lower levels, because it's not actually based in Samoa or Tonga. But Fiji and Drua are going to be based inside Fiji very soon, right? They will be. So I'm very much looking forward to what it means on the international level and also for the lower level. It will really improve. So Moana Pasifika here, 5 metres out from the line with the scrum. Like I said, guys, 5 minutes out from the line, 20 minutes gone. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Hurricanes, really nice defense there from the scrum. Here they go. Here comes Moana Pasifika. They're 5 metres out. They spread it. They're underneath the boat. Oh, taken down here. Still 3 metres short. If they spread it, they've got numbers here. No, they're going to continue to go through the forwards. Just hold the ball, Moana Pasifika. Hold the ball, Moana. Hold the ball right now. Keep pushing. 5 metres out. Ball comes out the back. They're still going through the forwards. Let's see if they can score. Bring it down within 1 point. If they can score, convert a try. Here we go. No, taken down again by the Hurricanes. They just got to really hold this ball here and keep pushing. Keep putting the pressure on the Canes here. Here we go. It's a 1 point game. They score, convert try. Oh, big tackle there by the Hurricanes. And they're still going to be 2 metres short penalty. Oh, the ball's come out. The ball's come out. It's going to be... Oh, Canes get the ball. Oh, no. It's going to be a penalty to... it's going to be a penalty to the Moana Pasifika. They scored, though. So it's going to be a penalty here to Moana Pasifika. There was also a mistake there from the Moana Pasifika, which means that because the try was scored, they come back for the penalty. Damn it. Spill on, because I thought the Moana Pasifika scored a try there, so they may go over the 3 here, and that's going to be frustrating because I think they scored a try. I think they scored a try just then, but they're going to take the try away from them. They're going to take the try away from them there, which is very frustrating. But there is an injury here for the Canes. So 21 minutes in, and I'm telling you right now, Moana Pasifika are doing better than expected. Devin Flanders, he's the one injured right now. He was the one really barnstorming that line early days. He was going hard early days, but that's why he's down injured right now. Hopefully the big fella is all right. But no, I really look forward to seeing what the what Fiji can do in regards to the islands, in regards to the growth in the youth level and the grassroots. Because obviously most boys back home in Fiji, they play in the like obviously in the parks and whatnot, whatever grass patch they can find. There isn't any performance excellence areas that, like for example Parkwood, the center of excellence kind of stuff, those kind of things for Fiji and the islands. Every New Zealand team has like a very nice the ability to enhance their team through the facilities that they can use. Unfortunately for the islands, they don't. So eventually, we may see a facility that really does benefit these islands like Moana Pasifika and Fiji long term. But like I said, Moana Pasifika are effectively a six New Zealand team, so they're not based out of Samoa or Tonga. Jada says ref should have just played advantage. I agree. I don't know why he came back for the penalty here, but they are going to go for the line out. All right. So Howden will come on here for Flanders. Flanders goes off there for the Canes with that injury. And it will be a line out here, the Moana Pasifika. I'm surprised they keep pushing this for the line out because they have not been unbelievable from the line out today. They haven't lost it. Actually, no, they've lost one or two, but they've looked a bit shaky. All right, so after all this pressure, you'd hope that they can score something. They bring it down now. Okay, they're 5 metres out, and here they go. They're pushing. They're 1 metre short. It's going to be a penalty advantage here to Moana Pasifika. We may see a yellow card here because of the amount of... Oh, here we go. Try time. Moana Pasifika. Try time. Try time for the Moana Pasifika. And it will be 8-5 here with the kick to come. And it should be 8-7. Bing, bing, boom. Try time. Try time for Mike Curry, number 19 there. They just kept pushing. And that's exactly what they do. And the Canes have been their own worst enemies, man. Knock on after knock on, giving away penalty after penalty after penalty. They are not playing well here, the Canes. They played well for the first 5 minutes and just kept, it was just lazy. It was really lazy by the Hurricanes. Really, really lazy. So, yeah, interesting. Sachin Kelson says try time. It is a try time there. Really lazy stuff by the Hurricanes overall. And Moana Pasifika, they are absolutely in this game right now, and could they get a second surprise victory? The last time they did, they got it. Let's see if they can do it again here today. But 23 minutes in, it's 8-5, and the kick is going to be from the sideline. So not an easy kick here for the Moana Pasifika. Not an easy kick for Leo Lafana by any means, but he's a good kicker. Most points of all time, he is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's 8 away from breaking away. Oh, sorry, he's 8 points away from breaking Merton's record for the Crusaders. But 8 all time in Super Rugby for Leo Lafana. So here we go from the right hand side. He will. Oh, did he curl it around? No, he's missed it. So it's just curled around there, but it has curled around from behind the post. It will be not converted. So 8-5 will be the score here. But that is a very good finish there by Mike Curry. All right, let's get it going, baby. Hopefully this is a close game. It'd be great to see it be a close game here. Moana to really, punch above their weight. It'd be great to see. So just making a substitution here. 17 minutes ago, your first half. Sachin Kelson says Moana Pasifika could sneak another win if the Canes keep playing like this. They could. I feel like at some point the Canes have to put away their opportunities because they've had opportunities, man. They have had opportunities, but they just keep making stupid, silly errors that, an under-12 team would do. Like that obstruction before was really poor. Like it really was. It was really bad obstruction there from the Canes end that gave the ball back to Moana Pasifika when the Canes were like 10 metres out. So going to spread this ball out to the left-hand side here. Here we go. Breaking away here. Taken down for 25 metres out of the line. Moana Pasifika here. They're going to bring this ball back inside and then kick it away. Do not kick that ball over the sideline like the last one did. Another mistake there from the Canes is what I'm saying in regards to the kick the ball over the sideline on the full after bringing it back inside the 22. So Canes here inside the attacking half here. Now, what are they going to do? They're going to knock the ball on. They're going to forward pass it. I don't know. There's something coming up, though. Left-hand side here with the Canes. They're going to spread it out, and they're going to be just inside the attacking half now. Like Moana have given them there. Oh, and the ball's going to go to the grass there. See, I'm telling you, they're not looking the grass right now. But here they go. They're going to break away. Maybe gets the opposite away. They've got the 2-on-1. It goes backwards. They're still moving, and now they're back to the halfway point. Well done, Moana Pasifika, in regards to their defense right now on that massive short turnaround. The Canes have had a short turnaround as well, but they will get a good rest after this compared to the Moana Pasifika, who will play again this way. Canes get the ball left-hand side. Here they go. Spreads it out. And they can kick it through here. It's a chase. It's a run. It's a chase. And the Pasifika will Stupid kick there from Moana Pasifika. So it will be a Hurricanes ball here around the 22. AM Melbourne says the Hurricanes should not be resting their star players. I disagree, man. They obviously played 3 days ago compared to the Moana Pasifika who played on Friday. It is a very short turnaround for them it's also a very short turnaround for the Moana Pasifika, but I believe they probably should be because, they are playing again this weekend, are they not? So right-hand side here, unless... another knock-on with the Canes. I'm telling you, they are playing so poorly. Like, truly, it is actually embarrassing right now for the Canes. They are playing really poorly. They've knocked the ball on like 3 or 4 times at the moment. The Moana Pasifika are playing admirably. They really are. Like, I'd love to see a surprise victory here because Hurricanes keep knocking the ball on right now. See, the thing is, Melbourne, is that if you keep playing your star players in games that have short turnarounds like this, like, for example, this Saturday, the 16th of April, they will be taking on the Highlanders. So they took on the Crusaders on Saturday, then they take on the Moana Pasifika today, and then this Saturday they will take on the Highlanders. So this is rugby. This isn't like football where it's a lot easier to rest up your body because you're actually making physical tackles and physical contact in this sport compared to football. So it's a lot more difficult in rugby to have those short turnarounds in that factor. Jada says Artie deserves a rest. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So 26 minutes gone here, guys. Go and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're around here. More people who tune into these streams, and more obviously rugby that I will stream. But it's going to be a scrum feed here to the Moana Pasifika just outside of their own 22. And let me know if you guys are a supporter of either of these two teams as well. Or you're just kind of here kicking back watching a game of rugby union on a Tuesday night. So Pasifika here will get this ball back inside the 22. They'll go out to the right-hand side here. Just hold the ball, and put the pressure on the Canes. That's a great run there from the Moana Pasifika. Absolutely fan. And that was Danny Tuwala. Very good player there. So Moana Pasifika inside their own 40, right-hand side. Tuwala gets the ball out of the wing here. And they may go out over the sideline here. They may go out the sideline. No good work there to stay in bounds. I'm surprised if they don't kick this sometime soon and just try and get a bit of field position battle here. They are definitely in the advantage, and I feel like that's exactly what they're going to do right now. A bit of a box kick coming up here for the number 9. This is looking like a box kick coming up here for Moana Pasifika. Puts his ball up. And it should be an easy take of the Canes. Not a great box kick at all. Didn't have it anywhere near enough height, but they're away. The Canes are away here. They're at the 40. Gets the opposite way back on the inside. Kick to Paranara. Paranara taken down just outside the 22. And the Canes get slapped in the tackle there. Absolutely crunched in the tackle there. They're lucky to get over the top there and prevent the turnover. But the Canes go to the right-hand side. Here they go. They're at the 22. Gives it off. Oh, wow, bro. This is under 12s footy here for the Canes. This is under 12s footy for the Canes. This is under 12s footy here from the Canes. Honestly, I'm telling you, this is really, really poor from them. It really is shocking here from the Hurricanes. Like, you can't be a winger and put your foot over the sideline like that. That is really poor. Like, that was a really nice play that was set up from them. And then you need to know better. You need to know where your feet are. You are a winger, dude. You need to know where your feet are. It really is that simple. You need to know where your feet are. You are a winger. And it's going to be Hurricanes who win the line-out against the feed, though. So they're going to get the ball here outside the 22. So I'm saying they've had opportunities, but they just are their own worst enemies. So left-hand side here. And they're going to run it through the big bobber number 4. Look at this run. Jeez, that's a huge run there for the Hurricanes. Now they're going to have numbers out on this left-hand side as well. Ooh, they had the cut-out ball there. They didn't need the cut-out ball. They're going to away. They're going to score a try here. Oh, no. Good defense there from Moana Pasifika to stop that from being a try. Very nice work there. They're going to push here, Hurricanes. Oh, less than a metre short here, and that's a try. And that's a try. So it will be 13-5 here with the hit to come. And I keep telling you, man, the Hurricanes have been dominating this game, but they just keep making mistakes, and this time they were able to put it away. So 8-point game here. It's about to be a 10-point game, 15-5, and jeez, took them a while though. It did. It took them a while. No, I will not be doing the Raw game tonight. I will be streaming the Australia versus New Zealand international women's football match. So they're going to check a potential knock-on here by number 1, apparently. This might be a knock-on here against the Hurricanes. This might be a knock-on here. They're just going to check it a little quickly. A little sneaky check-a-runo. I'm surprised. Yeah, Fido was short there. So I'm surprised that the player's able to get this ball without it being a knock-on. I don't think it comes backwards. So let's see, unless it gets stripped out, so he goes down. He's lost the ball, yeah. Oh, actually goes backwards. It actually goes backwards. No, they're going to say knock on. So I've seen that called as a knock back before many times. So I'm just surprised in regards to that Australia versus Wales game. So you're saying that the ball comes down. So what with this try here? I was going to say no try against the Hurricanes here. With this try here, he's lost his carry, and then as he's doing it, he's hit it backwards. So that doesn't. How is that constituting as a knock on? They say clear knock on there, but if you actually look at how it comes out, he loses the carry and then knocks it back, right? So I'm very confused that was such an easy one to call there. Very confused how that was such an easy one to call, but it will be called as a knock on here for the Hurricanes, and it is what it is. But I slightly disagree with it. I slightly disagree with that one. Moana Pasifika have had way more possession, by the way, 55% to 45% here. 30 minutes gone. This is what I'm saying. Another knock on they're going to call. I slightly disagree with it, but another knock on nonetheless. Alright, so 30 minutes gone here, and let's see if Moana can get away from their own try line here. I wonder who's going to be the more tired in that second half. You'd assume, based on all the defence that the Canes are doing, that they'd probably be the ones more tired, especially considering they only played a couple of days ago. Alright. Oh, he nearly gave away the penalty there for the Canes, but Moana will put that ball up, and that's going to be a pretty good kick, actually. Gets to 22. From inside, 8 metres inside your own in-goal. That was actually a pretty decent kick there. Alright, so 22 out. Let's see if the Hurricanes are going to knock this ball on again. How many knock-ons have they had in this game? They're going to win the line-out just. It's actually a really good line-out. And now they're going to push you. They're about 15 metres out. They're still pushing. They're still pushing. They're still pushing. They're just outside the 5 now. Jeez, that was a huge push from the line out there. Oh, they're going to get crunched in the tackle here 5 metres out. Here come the Canes. TJ Perenara, right-hand side, gives it off to the number 6, and he'll get taken down here 5 metres out. The Canes, like I said, opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, but they keep making mistakes. Can they put this one away? They're 3 metres short here, 2 metres short. TJ Perenara, right-hand side, they're going to the forwards now, pushing over. They're 1 metre short even the line. Try time. That's a try time, I think. Oh, no, he's short. No, he is short here for the Canes. He's literally less than half a metre short here. And it's going to be they're going to check this. I think they're actually going to check this. I'm surprised that he's taken so long to make this decision, though, but I think it's because the bodies have opened up here and they've seen where the ball actually is. So it's going to be interesting to see what they call here, because I don't know if you're going to have any proof. Oh, so he does get there, but it just depends on if he got pulled there, or it's going to be an advantage to Hurricanes regardless for a penalty. So they may even take the 3 here to make it an 11-5 ball game. But they probably don't, to be honest with you. They probably do go for the try. Or, I don't know. You can't see anything. I think he was short there. I don't know. Unless you're able to show an angle here. The ball's actually on the line there. I don't know. Is this going to be a try? It's going to be... It's clearly short of the line. I don't know why he would say overturn the decision. He didn't call it try. He was just checking it. So offside here against Moana Pasifika. So like it wasn't. He didn't call it as a try. So I don't know why he would be overturning his decision there. There was no decision. So let's see. What are they going to do? They're going to go for the scrum, or are they going to go for the line out here, or are they going to go for the 3? I'd assume they're probably actually going to go for the scrum here. But then again, their line out has been fantastic so far too. So. Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. So they're going to go for the line out here, the Hurricanes. They are going to go for the line out here, the Hurricanes. 5 metres out. 8 minutes to go here of the game. Of the first half, sorry. Of the first half. Alright, so where are they going to go from here? They're going to just try and push over. They did a really good line out just before. They're going to bring it down here. They're going to... yeah, go for it, Jay. Yeah, just hide. Here we go. So they're going to move. Try time. Try time there for the Hurricanes. Try time there for the Hurricanes. They're over the top, and that is a try time. So 13-5 here. With a kick to come. With a kick to come. Unfortunately, Dylan, I know I spoke to you on Facebook last night, man. But with that being said, I also have no interest with you or your mates being a part of this channel. So When your mates come in as well, which they undoubtedly will at some stage, we will be hiding them as well. Just because you guys need to understand the difference between bantering online and bantering in person. Because doing what you guys did, or your mate did in person, was absolutely unacceptable. I don't know what story you've been told by your friend, but the fact of the matter is, the only reason I messaged you last night was for your own safety, because of a person that was messaging me about you. Besides that, I'm still not a big fan of you, dude. So we're going to be catching you, and we're going to be catching all your mates out in regards to when they comment as well. But best of luck with you in the future, dude. But it's time for you to grow up, man. All right, so 33 minutes gone here, 13-5 to the Hurricanes. Eliza Flores says, perfect night to watch footy, eat dinner, keep the kids quiet. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, nice little Tuesday night here. Are you in New Zealand, Eliza? Are you in New Zealand or are you in Australia? So Hurricanes will... Yeah, you got that one. So we'll be 15-5 here, 10-point game. Guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe on your own team. That's a huge kick there that takes them out to that 10-point gap. Young White Pea says, hey BK, how was your day today? Good, man. It was really good, actually. I bet I have a sore throat still from Saturday night. That is the unfortunate. That's unfortunate that's what you get when you cheer and go crazies like I do. You know, like I said, it's not easy to do what I do, but I love doing it nonetheless. I love it nonetheless. TSM says, sorry, this is off topic, but did you hear Latromic was over 8 weeks? Of course I heard. As if I didn't hear, my guy. Aussie Greer says, KO was taking too long to log, or just listen to your commentary. Well, appreciate you. So left-hand side here with the Hurricanes. They're up 15-5 right now. There's still 6 minutes to go here the first half. The Moana Pasifika need to be careful. They don't let this blow out here, and they don't get another try put on them before the first half finishes, because Moana Pasifika have done well here to keep this game interesting. I know the Hurricanes have been the ones making all the mistakes, but Moana has still been pretty decent, so they've got to be very careful that they don't give away some more points here before the end of the first half. Otherwise, they will be in a lot of strife. It's going to be lost ball here. And Moana Pasifika has still got the ball here. They're breaking away. No, taken down there at the 50. I can't tell you, AM Melbourne, you've got to be a member, $5 member. In the pinned comment there, it says $5 membership. That's where you get all my tips. I was 8 from 8 the week before. I was 7 from 8 this weekend. Pretty good with my tips, so I give membership tips to people who do support the content. So I cannot tell you who's going to win that game. I do know who... I have a good opinion about what's going to happen in that game, though. There's going to be a knock on there from the Moana Pasifika. Oh... Big call there for the referee. So it's a knock-on from Moana Pasifika. Hurricanes are breaking down the left-hand side, but he's going to say that it was knock-on both ways. So it will be Hurricanes' ball, but they're going to get the scrum rather than breaking down the left-hand side. So here we go. And if more people start, obviously asking about, or more people from Super Rugby start joining up as a membership, I can do Super Rugby tips as well. I can. I'm not as good at my Super Rugby tips, but I do my best. I do my best, man. So 4 minutes to go here of the first half. I'm just really hopeful that Moana Pasifika can hold out here. Don't give up another try here in this first half, because they do not deserve to be giving up another try here in this first half. Moana Pasifika have played admirably, and you really got to appreciate the crap that they've given in this game so far on the short turnaround, but it's not as wet as we were imagining it was going to be. Oh, that's good play there from the... that's good play in the Moana Pasifika. This could be a penalty here. It is going to be a penalty in the Moana Pasifika. Well done. Well done. Really nice penalty there in the Moana Pasifika. And they're going to be 45 minutes out, so they're not going to go over to 3 here. They could actually if they wanted to. It's not the easiest of kicks, though. But their line-out has really fixed itself since that early part, frustration. But yeah, that's another mistake there on behalf of the Canes. But that was good pressure there from the Moana Pasifika. Good pressure. I just think that it's not a bad scoreline here if the Moana Pasifika don't concede another. That's really, really well done there by the Moana Pasifika defense to grab at the arm there. Rather than the ball, he grabs at the arm, which prevents him from releasing it, rather than going for the ball, potentially knocking it on yourself. So Moana Pasifika hit at the 22, right-hand side. They won their line out, and they're going to take it down. Oh, this is dangerous. This is dangerous for a penalty here. They're going to hold him up. They're holding him up. They're holding him up. They're holding him up. No, good work there by Moana Pasifika to bring him down. So left-hand side here. I lost the ball. It's gone backwards, though, but you'd argue that it goes off. Oh, big call there. The only way it went backwards there was because it came off the Hurricanes, but they're going to say no knock on there. So left-hand side, out the 30, kicks it over the top, and out the full. Terrible. Terrible. Bad read there. Bad read there by Moana Pasifika. That's going to give the ball straight back to the Hurricanes. The line out just inside their own 40. Just inside their own 40. But, it was island footy there where, you're very electric and you just try to move the ball around. But obviously that was not the right decision in the end. So here we go. Line out won by the Canes. They're just inside their own 40. Here they go. They're going to push this one. Better defense by no, don't worry about that. It's going to be a penalty advantage here to the Canes. So they're going to just try and go sneaky. They're sneaking it. They're sneaking it back on the inside here. They're away. They're away here. The Canes are going to score a try. They're going to score a try. No, you don't want this to be happening, Moana. You do not want this to be happening. They're 22 metres out. It was really nice defense to get back, but they're going to have numbers here. They're going to have numbers here galore. They're going to be inside the 22 among a Jensen with a huge run there. They're going to have the left-hand side. They've got about 100 to 1 out here. They've got about 100 players to 1 out here. Out of the left. Oh, they didn't use it properly, though, and the Hurricanes are going to get taken down 10 metres out here from the line. Here we go. Oh, it's still advantage here, by the way, to the Hurricanes. Wow, still advantage. There must have been something else that happened. Another advantage here for the Hurricanes. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. So right-hand side, and the Hurricanes get taken down just inside the 22. Here they go. Big chance. Spreads it out. Here's numbers. Here's numbers. Here's numbers. Here's numbers. And this is what I said. You did not want Moana Pasifika. We did not want that Moana Pasifika. So it will be 20-5 here for the kick to come. The Hurricanes just spread it. They broke away. They had the advantage. And then went bang, bang, bra, bra, bing, bing, bong, bang, bra. So try time there for the Hurricanes. It will be 20-5 with a kick to come. Unfortunately, they just get a little bit tired, but TJ Perenara, I think he's actually been pretty good here with the ball tonight. I think he is one of the better players in the team anyway, but I think he's been pretty fantastic. I think he's been pretty good. But look at this, that was just too easy with those numbers on the right-hand side. They just spread out the left, and they went back out to the right, and then they went back out to the left, and then when they went back out to the right for the next time, they just had so many numbers. So easy try there for the Hurricanes. Will be 20-5 here with a kick. Eliza Flawless says, we got you, Brisbane. Oh, that's right. Yeah, good on you. An hour away from God's country in Gold Coast. By the way, I remember someone messaging on Instagram one time saying, I remember someone messaging on Instagram one time saying, you do realise Gold Coast is still in Australia, right? You can't say God's country. I'm like, I can do whatever I want, actually, because Gold Coast is God's country. Because God's country is Australia, but also the best part of the country is the Gold Coast. So whoever messaged me on Instagram that, you can go and edit it. Omak says, how many players do you think a penalty should last? How many phases do you think a penalty should last? I think until you've gotten to where the ball would have landed off the penalty kick for the line out, if you know what I'm saying. So if you're getting a penalty at 22, I think you're probably going to kick the ball to around 45, 40 on the opposite side of the field. So I think to around that point, in my personal opinion. And I think that it doesn't really come down to phases necessarily. I think it should just come down to, you receiving the advantage, So they're going to take a short kick off here, and it's going to be a penalty. Oh, no. Oh, okay, they got it. Okay, lucky. Moana Pasifika. They're going to call half-time here. So, 22-5 here, 17 points. The difference, guys, is going to hit that thumbs up button immediately. Subscribe if you're around here. If you love your rugby, union or league, or cricket, or bloody boxing, UFC, and football, because we will be doing the Australia vs New Zealand game tonight. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Just do it immediately. Jay Hayes says, I disagree. Perth is better. Mate, Perth wouldn't know anything about anything. You are a Cowboys fan, right? So you are a Queensland fan, which means that you are a part of God's country. So just admit it. Just admit that Queensland is the greatest place on planet Earth, mate. Just admit it. You just got to admit it, man. Sometimes you just got to stop being silly. You just got to stop being the wrong man. You got to start being the right man. And today, the right man is a Queenslander. Because surely you go for Queensland in the origin. Oh, by the way, how good are the Fijian Drua doing? Gee whiz. How good are the Fijian Drua and the women's team doing? I should have said women's. How good are the Fijian women's team doing? They're on top of the table right now, killing everyone. Paddy Case says, Moana Pasifika not going good. Moana Pasifika are a brand new team, just like the Fijian Drua in the men's, man. So this is to be expected. But they are very unlucky. They did well in that first half, but, it just is what it is when they go up against a team that they did beat a couple of weeks ago, but Moana Pasifika are always expected to lose this game, unfortunately. I said to everyone that my multi of the week was minus 19.5 here for this Hurricanes game, and then obviously I think minus 2.5 for the Australia versus New Zealand game. I really think the women's team is going to put a score through New Zealand tonight. I do. I think that they should have put it. I think they should have nearly won 10-0 against New Zealand, but it was just so unlucky for them. And then obviously New Zealand were able to get a goal, and then Australia got lucky to win the game in the end, but that would have broken New Zealand, man. Aussie Grigger says, running the streets at 5:53 p.m. You insane? They could get hit by a car. No, Eliza is not insane. I remember I would be on the streets until much later at night. That's what kids do, man. That's what kids do, dude. Jeez, this generation nowadays, they're just so... They don't get it. Like, my life, up until when I was like 17, 18, you're out buddy, on your bikes and shit, man. Like, I think I'm the last generation. I'm 27, 28 in about 3 weeks' time. I think I'm the last generation that actually experienced childhood. Like, I had the mixture of Black Ops and stuff coming through Call of Duty at the beginning parts, where you'd want to come home and play the FIFAs and your Black Ops and those kind of games. And the early days of the Wii as well, the first time the Wii came out. That was and you'd be out all afternoon until like 6 or 7 at night, and then you'd come in and you'd play games literally all night until school the next day. So I remember some nights, I wouldn't finish until I don't know. I'd be playing Call of Duty Black Ops until sometime 4 a.m. And then my mum would come in and say, "What are you doing? You could be up in like 3 hours, you muppet." Sammy Sue says, "True, women are literally killing it in Super W despite the de facto national team itself in disguise." Yep. Star Leo says, "This is one of the most important games to me as a Canes fan. If we lost 2 in a row to Moana before we faced the Aussie teams, we would have stunted all momentum." Yeah, absolutely, Star Leo. So I think that I never saw you lose in this game. I never did. I thought that at one stage of this game you were looking really deplorable, but I still knew that you were going to find a way to get the job done in the end. Hasn't been the most impressive performance here by the Canes in this first half by any means. But the fact of the matter is that you're taking a 17-point lead into half-time. This isn't really the important game. I think it is an important game in regards to what the aspects that you've just kind of outlined there. But I think overall, man, the Canes aren't looking fantastic this year. They've lost games by close margins pretty much every single time, and pretty much in every single game. And they're going to have an easier run when they do take on the Australian teams, but they still have the Highlanders this week. I think you should probably beat the Highlanders. The last time you did play the Highlanders, you only won by 7 points, so the Highlanders could sneak it when they're at home. And then you take on the Reds, the Brumbies, the Drua, the Tars, the Rebels, and the Force. So, look, I would love to see the Canes do better, but I predicted them for 7th. I had them for 7th. So my preseason predictions, I had the Crusaders in 1st, I had the Reds in 2nd, I had the Chiefs in 3rd, the Blues in 4th, the Brumbies in 5th. I think I had the Drua in 6th, but that was good. That's my team. I'm going to believe in them. I still think they can potentially sneak a final spot, but I don't think it's going to happen. Who else is there? So then I had 7 as the Hurricanes, 8 as the Highlanders, 9 was the... 8 was... I can't remember it from here. I know 12th was the Rebels, 11th was Moana Pasifika, and then 10th might have been the Tars. No, 10th was the Force. Tars, 9th. I don't know, somewhere around that. Samuel says, "Can see the Drua compete with the Hurricanes and Highlanders at least, depending on how they go against the Blues next week." Yeah, absolutely. I definitely believe that the Drua, I think we're going to beat the Highlanders. I think we're going to beat the Highlanders when we play them in Suva, because we played them in Suva, obviously, on the 30th of April. I will be there. I will be vlogging that game. I'll be in Fiji just for a couple of days. I will be vlogging, actually, the night before. So I'm going to be on the red-eye flight that night on a Saturday morning at like 5 in the morning. 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning Queensland time to arrive in Fiji the next day. And then I'm going to have to drive all the way to Suva as well. But I'm vlogging Titans versus Panthers at 6 p.m. at Seabus Super Stadium on a Friday. Go straight to Brisbane, basically. Or go home, then get on a train to Brisbane, probably, or get a mate to drive me, and then I'll fly to Fiji, get there for the Saturday. I'll probably stay there maybe until the Wednesday. I'll probably stay with my family until the Wednesday, because I can stream over there, obviously, and then obviously come back and slap it up back home. Somebody says, Hurricanes definitely looking forward to finishing off the Moana Pasifika in the second half with that comfortable lead at the break. Yeah, they should be pretty comfortable here, man. It should be a pretty comfortable victory here from here on out, but... you never know. Obviously, it's been a bit of a surprise that, we're even in this situation right now where they kind of got lucky there with that last-second try, but it is what it is. That's what sport brings, man. Star Leo says, "What annoys me about the Canes is that they have shown they have talent. Like when they beat the Blues or almost beat Satyrs last week, but can barely put together a consistent good performance each week. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know, they haven't been out of every game. They've been close in every game. They scored 32 points against the Satyrs. They scored, 32 points against the Satyrs, and they lost 42-32. So their attack wasn't worrying there. It's just their defense. Obviously, they beat the Blues, which was fantastic. You know, they won 33-32, and the Blues that's their only loss this year, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think the Brumbies have only lost one game, and that was to the Reds. And the Blues, I think, have only lost one game, and that was to the Canes as well. But then obviously you played the Highlanders. You won by 7. You lost to the Pasifika by 3 points. 5 points there, which is not great. Lost the Chiefs by 1 point, and then lost to the Satyrs by 3 points. So you've been close in pretty much every single game. Even so much to say that 42-32, but it just comes out of your defense in that one. Sasha Kelton says it's going to be so nice to see the Drua play in Fiji. The crowd will be electric. It will be, absolutely. The crowd will be absolutely wild, man. The crowd is going to be absolutely frenetic in that game at Suva. If we win that game, it is going to be nuts. So I'm sitting on the grass because I actually like to sit behind the posts when I'm not, especially at Suva. I think that sitting behind the posts is actually really fun because there's a lot more of the. So basically, with Suva, you've got 4 different sections, right? And obviously that side, that side, that side, and that side. Cool. That's not what I'm saying. So you've got this side, which is the grandstand. Those tickets will be like $150, $200. Fijian, which is very expensive in Fiji, but the atmosphere is great there, but it's also a lot of the corporates. That's basically where the people with more money obviously sit, so it's not exactly the same atmosphere as you get when you're elsewhere. So you go on the other side where the concrete is, and the concrete's great, but you don't really have a seat necessarily. Firstly, thank you, Matthew Curtis, for subscribing. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much. And secondly, thank you very much to OMAC for the $15 dono.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. I do really appreciate that. But yeah, obviously on the other side we've got the concrete where you don't really have a seat, and it's just hectic in a way. It really is a bit. I don't know what it is. I'm just not exactly the biggest fan on that side, especially when you're pretty far back from the field, in my opinion. And then you go down, unless you're right down the front. It's just not my favourite play to go. But then on the grass, even though it's the cheap seats, that's on the northern eastern side, whatever. So, but on the two at the edge of the goalpost, this side over here is where I'm going to be sitting because that is closer to the entry and whatnot. And it's just the atmosphere over here is amazing. That side, the corporate section where the boxes and stuff, I would hate to be in a box at Suva. I'm not going to lie. I've never been in one, to be honest with you. So if anyone wants to invite me to a Suva box for the game, feel free. I would love to see it. But I've been to Suva many times and many games there, and it just never really. That side doesn't really have the atmosphere. It's this side because it's kind of compounded by the stadium going this way. So yeah, it's going to be super fun, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to getting back home to Fiji, see my family, and obviously go to the game there. Yeah. Jay says, yeah, but the grass spot is the best. Yeah, absolutely. So you've been to ANZ Stadium, have you, JJ? You've been to ANZ Stadium there at Silver. And it was only like $30 a ticket. Only $30 for a ticket. Like, I'm going to email the Drua to try and organise maybe a media pass and whatnot, because I usually have had, media passes in the past there. I have many times, but that was in the NRC days and the Sevens, the Oceania Sevens. I know I have a few contacts there. But with the Drua, I'm not too sure if I still know the lady who I used to be able to be in contact with in regards to the media. So it'll be interesting, but I'll see what I can do there. But it's very easy to get player interviews anyway, especially when a couple of the boys actually follow me on Instagram. A couple of the Drua boys actually follow me on Instagram. Somebody says, of course, the grass embankment is the best place to watch from if you can't find space at the Grandstand Pavilion, as long as the tickets are worth it. I've got the ability. I don't mind paying the money for the grandstand. It's only like $150, $200 for me, Fijian, which is like $110 Australian. Like that's for those kind of seats. You actually get a seat over there. That's great. Like it's awesome. Like it's a good place to sit. But with that being said, it's just I would rather be. I find with all sports around the world, the cheap seats are where the crazy fans sit. And that's because the cheap seats are people who aren't going there to network, for one. And it's a bit different with Fiji, but the fact of the matter, it still remains that the more expensive you are, the more expensive the ticket is, the more it prices out a lot of the fans, and the more it brings, I guess, a quieter individual, because they're usually someone who has... I don't know how to explain this in a good way, but anyway, long story short, I really prefer the cheaper seats because that's where people who are maybe less inclined to have the money to go. They don't really have the money to go, but they still are paying those prices for those tickets to go because they're so obsessed with the team, if you get what I'm saying. So, because if you've got the money, you'll go there. But a lot of the people who are down here don't really have that kind of money, so they still get this because they are so desperate to go, but they just don't have the money for those seats. That's my thought process in regards to Suncorp, Seabus, the Cubs over in Chicago. You know, the bleachers are way more fun, in my opinion, than the actual grandstand itself, and the bleachers are normally the cheaper seats. You know, it really is. It really is something that I've found over the years. It is something, my personal opinion, over the years. JD says 2018 I was there for the Highlands vs Chiefs. It was electric. I was there too, bro. I've logged it. I've logged it. Was that the Highlanders Chiefs? Was that when it was the massive wind game? Like it was really windy on one side and the Chiefs blew them out in the end? I think it was, wasn't it? I think the Chiefs absolutely blew out the Highlanders. Because I've been to a lot of games. I've been to Chiefs Highlanders. I went to Chiefs Crusaders, where the Crusaders went up big and the Chiefs chased them down and won. Both vlogs on the channel, plus the sevens, obviously multiple times. I think that's the game. I think it was a real massive wind going out towards the ocean. So when they were going that way, whoever was going that way was scoring all the tries. I think that's what happened. Aussie Cricket is off topic. Why do you support Maroons if you were born in New Zealand? Because that's not how it works. Anyone who says that if you're born somewhere, that means you have to support this team is literally incorrect. Because that is not what the rule states. Secondly, I was born in Cogra, but I moved to Queensland when I was 2 weeks old. 2 weeks. I am not expected to go for New South Wales when I myself cannot remember living in New South Wales besides last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any relation to New South Wales. I don't care for New South Wales. Just because I was born there, I lived for 26 years. 26 years and 10 months of my life. 26 years, 11 months, and 2 weeks of my life I've lived in Queensland. And yet, because I was born in New South Wales and lived there for 2 weeks, people expect me to go for them? No way, man. That's not how it works. Also, secondly, I played representative level as a young bloke for really lesser regional Queensland sides and whatnot, which actually qualifies me for Queensland. So it just is what it is, man. You know, people don't get it. They don't get the ruling. It's not about where you're born. State of origin is not about where you're born. State of origin is where you play your first representative game. That's how it is. But we don't understand that. JS says, yeah, bro, I was going for Otago in that game. D-Mac did his thing that night. Yeah, that's right, yeah. It just I'm not annoyed necessarily at you, Aussie Cricket, but it's just annoying that people don't understand, and then people come out and, like I'm not saying, not just necessarily you, but people don't get origin and what it actually represents. It represents where you're proud of. It represents where you're from. It has nothing to do in regards to what somebody else wants me to do, right? If I wanted to go over the Blues because I was born in New South Wales, then I'll go over the Blues because I'm proud of New South Wales. But if I'm from Queensland, I grew up my entire life in Brisbane and the Gold Coast, why on earth would I ever give a shit about going for the Blues just because when I was a baby, that was where I was born? I mean, it literally makes no sense. It makes no sense, the stupidity that people have in their minds about the eligibility. Because eligibility, realistically, is only a thing for the players. And the players, it's not about where they're born. It's about where they played their first representative game. It really is that simple. Anyway, guys, second half's about to get on the way here. Thumbs up, subscribe, let's get it. Subscribe right now. Just do it. And if you don't do it, you suck. But you're going to not suck because you're going to subscribe. But it's going to be Moana Pasifika here with the ball at the 22. And they'll get taken down now. Let's see if the Hurricanes can keep up with this, or if the Pacific. I just want to see if the Pacific are retired, or they're able to maintain kind of playing well enough. But the Canes are going to turn the ball over here, and they will get the ball at the 22. So, not a great start here for Moana Pasifika. Not a great start at all. Georgina says Queensland superior. I was born in New Zealand. Spent most of my life in Queensland. Bingo. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Left hand side here, over the top. Knock on. Oh, penalty to the Canes. Penalty to the Canes here. Alright, so they might go with a 3 here to make it a 20-point game. Which would cover the handicap, mind you. Which would cover the handicap. Do they want to go and make it a 20-point game here at 25-5, or do they want to go and score a try? Because the thing is that they've had plenty of opportunities to score a try, but they have made a lot of mistakes in it too. They are going to go for the try here, the Canes. The Canes are going to go for the try. So, last 5 penalties conceded. 19, 20, so Canes 3 and Blue and Moana Pasifika 2, so pretty even there. Try Origins, line out 8, so they're 9th this season. From a restart is first. the Hurricanes. Tap kick is their third. Okay. Eliza Flores says, yeah, I'm from Gippsland Country, Victoria, but Queensland is home. Well, there you go. Exactly right. Exactly right. It's like people tell you that you're expected to support Victoria in Origin, but Victoria basically is Queensland in a lot of ways in rugby league. Here we go. Canes here. They're 5 metres out. They're pushing. They're taken down. 1 metre short here of the line. Now they're just going to get the ball out. Penalty advantage here for the Canes. They're going to score a try here, guys. The Canes are going to score a try here. If they spread this ball out right now, they don't even need to go through the forwards. And they're going to go to the forwards anyway. They'll be 1 metre short here, but the advantage is going to give them a try regardless any time now. Oh, he couldn't get the ball away there. Another penalty advantage there for an offside. Moana Pasifika need to be very careful they don't give away a yellow card here. So up it goes here. They're 5 metres out from the line, just pumping it through the forwards right now. TJ Bernara goes right inside. Still going here for the Hurricanes. Good defence there from the Moana Pasifika. Obviously, advantage still here. Right side, taken down. Good defense there from the Pacifica. You got to appreciate what they're doing right now. You still got to appreciate another phase. That's the 8th phase here. That's the 8th phase, 9th phase, and he's over. Has he scored? No, held up. They're going to go back for the penalty, though. Sammy Souza says, not surprised at Queensland having the best players compared to New South Wales in both rugby codes. Well, rugby league right now, they're not really the best players, but we have a really good opportunity at surprising this year, in my personal opinion. But New South Wales is still obviously the team in Origin that you'd be considering favourites right now. But over history, Queensland surpasses New South Wales significantly, yeah. Especially with the 8 years in a row from 2006 to 2013. 06, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 14 was when they won. So the 8 years in a row from 2006 to 2013. Wildred says the Drua game the other night was a pretty good watch. Too bad they didn't win. The Drua are fun to watch, Wildred. They really are. They are a fun team to watch. That's obviously my team. Loving what they're able to do, but they're just learning, man. You know, they line out here with the Canes. They're 5 metres out. They're learning the Drua, and they will be dangerous in the next year or two. It's going to be really fun to watch. They're going to score a try here off this line out. Yeah, they're pushing, and try time. Try time for the Hurricanes. Boom, 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 ba-da-da-da, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom. Try time. So 27-5 people to get to come, and it should be an easy 29-5. But yeah, the Drua are always going to be electric. That's how Fiji play. You know, that's how Fiji play. They always have, but it's just the mistakes in their game. It's just the errors, the knock-ons, and the penalties, the discipline. But discipline's always going to be a problem for Fiji because of the way that they come through the system, in my opinion. And same with the knock-ons because they're so electric with how we pass the ball around and just kind of whoop, whoop, whoop. You know that scene in, what's it called? The one with Adam Sandler, the NFL, Longest Yard, that's the one. You know that scene in Longest Yard where they're just throwing the ball backwards, lateraling it, going whoop, whoop, whoop. That's how Fiji play all the time. So that's the issue with kind of coming through the system and really learning how to be better on this big-time stage. Eliza Flores says, what's best thing about being from Switzerland? Neutral. Kind of. They've actually not been neutral in this whole Ukraine thing. Before that, they were always neutral. So they've kind of changed their whole perspective, the old Swiss. But they did actually come out and support Ukraine, which is something they've never done before. They've never come out in support of anyone before, but they came out as a public nation and actually supported Ukraine. So they're not as neutral as they have been in the past, because normally they wouldn't even come out and say anything. Even through World War II. Aussie Cricket says, yeah, bye, see you, Matilda stream. Wow, what a flogging. Yeah, it's going to get worse too, bro, unfortunately. I did say 40, I said 45-10, I think I said 45-10. Thank you to Neil. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that name. Charleglio. I hope I pronounced that right, bro, but thank you very much for subscribing, bro. So left-hand side, and the Hurricanes are going to be 22 metres out. They're offloaded. They're away here. The Canes are away. The Canes are away. They're at the 40. They're at the 50. He's going to break down the left-hand side. Oh, good tackle there. Good tackle. But the Canes are still away here. They kick it down into the corner. The ball's going to stay in bounds. The ball's... Oh, it goes out. Nice kick, though, but it will be the line out for the Moana Pasifika, but the Canes are starting to wake up a little bit here, baby. Star Leah says, next round is Force versus Moana in Melbourne. I think that could be really close, but who do you have for that? I'm going to back in my Drua, obviously, but I think it'll be a very close game like the last one. I think it's super unfortunate that the Drua lost to the Western Force in the last one. Obviously, we were up at the 80th minute, and then obviously the Force were able to take the win past the 80th minute. So, yeah, super frustrating, but, you know, we'll learn from those kind of losses. We'll learn from the big losses. We'll learn from the small losses, and I'm super excited to see what the Drua can put up in the next couple of years, man. Really am. And hopefully from next year, I'm able to be in a position financially where I actually could probably go to every Drua home game and also every Titans home game. It is potential. There is potential. I am working stuff out, and also the France Rugby Union World Cup is next year that I will be going to. So right hand side here for the Hurricanes, they're going to be taken down here just inside the 40. Here they come though. I'm telling you, they're really starting to put a lot more pressure on right now. Inside the 40. Would have said I think most of the crowd were Fiji fans too, which is awesome to see. Absolutely, it was like at Seabar Super Stadium. You know, when we took on the Tars, there was way more people there for Fiji. Not only is it because Fiji has a lot of fans and a lot of people in Australia, a lot of Fijians in Australia, but also because Australia is a nation where if you don't have a team, you're going to go for the underdog. They're away here. They're away here. Gets the up on the way. Oh, the big number 5 there gets taken down just inside the 20. Oh, that's got to be a penalty there for an offside there. Surely a penalty advantage here. Left-hand side, here they go. They're away. Offload inside. Try time, TJ Perenara. 34 to 5 for the kick to come. Try time for the Hurricanes. There we go. Bottom, boom. Bottom, boom. Somebody says, of course, there's bound to be Fijian fans wherever the Drua play, especially when Western Sydney has a strong Fijian support, basically. Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of Fijians, a lot of Islanders out there in Western Sydney. So they do definitely get around. They definitely will get around. When Moana Pasifika play against the Waratahs, you probably will see a lot of Tongans and Samoans come out there to support the Moana Pasifika, and the Drua and Fijians too, and Fijians as well. But that's going to be an easy try there with the Canes, and this one's starting to blow out here, baby. Oh no. I thought the first half was good for the Moana Pasifika, but TJ Perenara has been good, man. TJ Perenara has been the goods in this one. And there we go. So 36 to 5 here, and it is a 31-point game. I told you that minus 19.5 was a special. I said it was a special, man. I told you it's a special. You should have listened to me. You should have listened to me. But yeah, I would love to see. So I want to see how the Drua go here in this next couple of weeks. Actually, let's go have a quick little look ski. Let's go have a look ski. By the way, guys, if you love your football, as in soccer, we'll be doing Australia versus New Zealand women's game tonight at 7:40 p.m. Australian time as well. So. Still another stream to come tonight on Tuesday, which is awesome. So Blues versus the Drua on the 23rd of April. And then Drua Highlanders. We don't play the Force. What are you talking about? Drua don't get to play the Force. Sadly, says Perenara is very close to beating Israel Folau's Super Rugby try scoring record. Let's go. Yeah, I heard something about that just then. I kind of ignored it. I don't know why. It's quite big. I kind of ignored it. Probably shouldn't be ignoring that one. How many is away? I didn't actually see it. Alright, so Hurricanes here, just out inside their own 22. They're going to go out to the left-hand side here, and the Canes really are just putting on a mountain of attacking pressure right now. A mountain. Just look at this, the way that they're rolling through these phases is just ridiculous. Oh, but then they knock the ball on inside their own 22. That's bad. Oh, no. And then they knock the ball on like that. That is poor. Crazy New Zealand says, Tosso Canes, Tosso, love me, Pasifika brothers. Getting around the Canes. Oh, they got an easy win here, you'd safely say, but it's easy to hit that thumbs up button too. There's 30 minutes to go here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Oh, you said Force versus Moana. I don't know why I saw that as Drua. Did you really? Oh, you did? Yeah, you did. I think the Force probably win there, man, still. Oh, maybe not, actually. It could be really close. Yeah, Sully, that's why I was surprised there, yeah. Sammy says, oh, the Pacifica community wouldn't go nuts if Moana Pasifika came to play in Western Sydney. Oh, they will. They will, at some stage. They will play the Tars, won't they? Oh, they might not, actually. No, they get the home game against the Tars, so they won't actually play in Western Sydney. Yeah, unless the Drua, because the Drua's home game is on the 14th of May. Where is that home game? Because I know that's in Australia. That's going to be, they're going to read the scrum here. Can someone please tell me where the Drua and Moana Pasifika game is being held? Because that'll be an interesting game. That'll be a really fun game to watch. That'll be a really fun game. I believe the Drua will win, but that'll be a really fun game to watch. So 29 minutes to go here, buddy. be a nice game. It's going to be good. I really think Australia's going to put them away tonight. It's really interesting for me doing 2 streams on a Tuesday night. You know, usually our streams we just do on weekends, but 2 streams on a Tuesday night, let alone 1, is just mad. I'm a crazy man. Crazy man. But we're so close to 16,100 subscribers, guys, so I appreciate you if you could hit that big red subscribe button, because it is free. You may as well. But I think we're only like 10 subscribers away, or 11 subscribers away before this stream from hitting 16.1. So right-hand side here, teammate Stowers with the ball. They're 15 metres out from the line. Here they go. Left-hand side, Moana Pasifika. Can they put themselves to that 10? I gave them 10 points pre-game. Can they get to the 10 right now? Left-hand side, my score prediction was 45 to 10. Right now, it's looking pretty close. And Moana Pasifika, nearly broke through there. They're 5 metres out. Oh, that's an obstruction. There was an obstruction there. Oh, they're not going to call the obstruction? Oh, I think they're letting that one go. Tuesday night is usually in the schedule for us. Yeah. Or if they go out to left their side, try time. Try time there for the Moana Pasifika. And you can see that one going a mile away. So it'll be 36 to 10 here with a kick to come. 36 to 10 with the kick to come for the sideline. So difficult kick for them to get. Okay, got them their 10 points. They are technically not out of it just yet. Technically not. 4 converted tries, you reckon? What do you reckon? With no response at all? What do you reckon here, fellas? Saturn Gallon says, you got to love 2 BKR streams on Tuesday. Exactly right, mate. You can't complain. But tomorrow, that was obvious. That they left that so easily on the left-hand side. But yeah, what was I going to say? We'll do the NRL Inner Shades podcast tomorrow night with you guys. We will do the podcast tomorrow night with you guys because it gives me time to obviously look at the team list anyway. It gives me time to look at the old team list in that one. So even though I don't really give a shit at that team list before I choose to make my tips, because usually you know the big players are out before team lists come out. You're not going to be surprised by a big player not playing in a team list selection. The biggest kind of player you're going to be seeing not playing on a selection that you wouldn't have heard about would be like a Corey Thompson, like this week. And he's going to get the kick. Well done. Well done. Good kick. Good kick. So it will be 36 to 12 here with 27 minutes to go here in the game. Liza Flores says, I only became a fan of rugby because I would watch my sister-in-law. Well, there you go. So Leo Lafano will come out here. He will go out there. I didn't get to see who came on for him, but Paul comes out for Lindenmuth. She never voiced herself passionately that often. There you go. 72 says, Drew and Moana play in Combank. Oh, awesome. Oh, penalty Hurricanes. That's awesome. That's his house. That's Western Sydney. I want to go to that game. I might go to that Drew versus Moana game. I may go. Savvy Sousa, can you do me a favour? Can you check if that's on a Titans game? Can you check if a Titans game is on at the same time as that Drew versus Moana game? Because I will go to that game in Combank, because that'll be a big game. A lot of people in Western Sydney are Samoan, Tongan, and Fijian. That'll be a huge game. Whoa! That'll be a huge game. All right, so penalty advantage here to the Hurricanes. They're 10 metres out of the line, right-hand side. Here they come. Here come the Canes. Here they come. They're 10 metres out. Played netty for Brother Blues. Right-hand side, still numbers. Good tackle by the Moana Pasifika. Good defense here, 10 metres out. Well, that's another penalty advantage to safely assume. They've still got the advantage over the Canes, so it doesn't really matter here. But they're trying to get over that 40, that friggin' 40 mark. Oh, flick back on the inside. They lost the ball, but it will be a penalty advantage anyway. So we go back for the advantage here. I wonder if they'll go for the 3. I doubt it. I think I'll just go for the try. It was offside. Nate Jay says, let's go, Moana 950. I told you, brother. I told you it was a waste of money. I told you it was a waste of money. Last 5 penalties conceded, 4 from Moana, 1 from the Hurricanes, and the last 4 in a row have been from the Moana Pasifika. They're just going to push over here. This is going to be an easy try here for the Hurricanes, I would safely assume. They're playing Magic. No, Jasper, no. You're telling me the Drew and Moana game is on the same day as Magic Round for the Titans? No. No. No, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, this is going to be a penalty advantage here for the Hurricanes, you'd safely assume. Oh, no, Moana's still defending nicely here. The line, they're still pushing. They got to get the ball away. They get the ball away here. So the Hurricanes are 2 minutes out. That is really frustrating, though, to hear that game's on the same day as the Titans-Dragons game. held up. I think he's lost the ball. And, it's charged down. All right, well, there you go. So it's going to be a goal line dropout here, guys. So Hurricanes actually lost that ball. Moana tried to kick it away. It was charged down. So it is a goal line to the dropout. Yes. Yes. Lincoln McClutchy. All right, he's going to whack this one out to about the 4. Good dropout there. Good dropout, go down to about 48 metres out. They're going to bring this one straight back. It's going to give them time to really try and find some gaps here. It's exactly what they kind of do. Oh, nearly got out, but it will get taken down here just outside the 22. That's going to be a penalty here to the Hurricanes. Yeah, absolutely. Stupid play there. They're going to take a quick tap there. Quick tap. They're away here. The Canes are away here. Gets the ball back on the inside. Try time. Easy days. 41-12. We're going to get the cover right in front. It's going to be 43-12. And now Jays' Dragons will be playing 9:50 against the Titans. I wouldn't be surprised, dude. I would not be surprised. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Dragons sneak it against us, but I think they will slap you, yeah. I will slap you. And I'll still bag them. Oh, no. Eliza Floor says, killing with subscribers. Yeah, we're doing well. We're doing well. But we're just trying. Let's see if we get 16.1 tonight, guys. So hit that subscribe button if you're new around here, or tell your family and friends to subscribe. Let's try and get 16.1 tonight. I reckon we'll probably get to, by the end of this weekend, maybe 16.4. Maybe, I'd say. Roughly. Maybe 16.3. And then next week we've got a boxing fight. We've got a couple of boxing fights. Oh, wow. We've got Tyson Fury versus Dylan White soon, too. That'll be a big stream. I'm telling you right now, Tyson Fury, Dylan White is going to be a big stream on the channel. So be very, very prepared for that one. Rafa Hardman might be decent, but I'm telling you, that Tyson Fury Dylan White fight is going to be significant viewers here. There will be significant viewers. All right, so 21 minutes to go here of the game. 21 minutes to go here of the game. The game is definitely over. Perinara comes out here for Roy Guard. And the Canes will pick this ball up just outside their own 22. Zarafa Hardman might be actually decent though. They're away again. Yeah, the Pacifica are tied, man. Canes are going to score again here down the right-hand side. Oh, no. Intercept there for the Pacifica. Well done. Well done. Well done. Eliza Flawless, I think you're behind this stream a little bit. I think you're going to skip forward at the front. I think you're a little bit behind. You're talking about 2 streams on a Tuesday, double the trouble, eh? Yeah, we spoke about that about 10 minutes ago. So the Canes here, and you'll see this in 10 minutes. So hi, in 10 minutes' time. Jay Hayes says, do you use the feedy bombs in Union? We can. We can absolutely use the feedy bomb in Union. Absolutely. It doesn't have the same impact, though, but we absolutely can. That will be the first feedy bomb of the year. This could be the first feedy bomb of the year, but we will be the first feedy bomb of the year. Nate J says, hell yeah, the stream will be a shambles for that one. I'll be here for sure. It will be a shambles. Tyson Fury versus Dylan White will be a shambles on here. There will be galore. Jay says, come on a feedy bomb. Bing, bong, let's get it. Poliasi Manu here, the assistant coach from Moana Pasifika, just talking about... I just think how they're tired right now, man. It's expected. See, Eliza is now talking about the Drua and the Moana Pasifika game. Eliza, you're about 10 minutes behind the stream. You're about 10 minutes behind. What's going on? It's like you live in Perth with Jay. That's how far behind it is. So 20 minutes to go here. And it will be a knock-on there from the not from the Hurricanes, from the Moana Pasifika. Alright, come on. This game is not really the most enthralling for people who don't really understand rugby. Ryan and Zargo says, are you streaming the soccer game after this as well? I am. Not A-League, but I am doing the football for the international friendly between Australia and New Zealand. I think Australia's going to win pretty easily though, but I will be streaming that game. Alright, so left-hand side here for the Canes. They go left-hand side. Numbers. Defeat it, bomb. Feed it, bomb. Feed it, bomb. Feed it, bomb. Feed it. No. It's back on the inside. Oh, they didn't score. No, it's going to be knock on. No. That's the knock on from the Hurricanes. Oh man, the members will spew. The members will spew if they can't even use the Fitty Bomb gift right now for this. They're so close. The Parramatta Eels gave them a real bloody, a real good go at it, but still couldn't use it. The Storm gave it a good go at it. Ah, my dearie me. My dearie me. Dearie me. Moana started off well in this game, but they are just exhausted. You can see it. My scoreline prediction was close though, provided there's not much more scoring to go. I said 45-10. With 19 minutes to go here, the Canes could still hit 30. They could still hit a nice little 60. Shema. They won the scrum against the feed too, and they're gonna score a try here. Try time. I feel like the Canes might score 60, and they could genuinely score 70, guys. Oh shit. The Canes are up 48-12 here with the kick to come. The 30 bomb. We're gonna get a 30 bomb. Boom. Boom. If you don't know what a 50 bomb is here, guys, so when a team hits a 50 scoreline in Rugby Union or Rugby League on the channel, the members of the channel, it's only $5 a month. You get tipping videos, plus also you get these exclusive gifts, and your name goes green on the chat. They are going to drop the 50 bomb gift any moment now. They're going to do the 50 bomb gift any moment now. Boom. Here we go. They're about to hit the 50 from the sideline, but it's a difficult kick. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised they scored 2-3 more tries in this game, guys. They could genuinely hit 70. I don't think it's going to happen, but they could genuinely hit it. I would not put it past the Hurricanes scoring 3 more tries in this game. I would not put it past them. Eliza Flores says, let's share the stream, lads. Let's get this stream to 50. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here, guys. Ryan Lane says, what type of team in the Pacific in the NRL? What? What? He's saying Pacifica comparison. One second here. So the Hurricanes will... Oh, he's missed a kick. Oh, badly too. So it's going to be 48-12. So they can't hit 70 now. They can't hit more than 3 converted tries. But they definitely can still hit a 60. A 60. Shema! Ooh! Wait a minute, Mr. Postman! Let's get this turned to 50. No, I don't think many people are going to tune into this one now. This game is completely dead. This game is done. Comparison, I would say Moana Pasifika comparison would be, I guess the Bulldogs. They're going to give it a crack. They've got a brand new team, but they're still nowhere near good enough yet. But they're going to give it a crack, and they did give it a crack for the most part of this game. But the Moana Pacificas, this is their first year in the competition, same with the draw. I'm going to wait longer now for the Fetty Bomb. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Wait, good sir. Wait for that Fetty Bomb. It would come. I think it would come. Don't worry. Nate Jason, I was going to put 50 on Moana at 950. If I won, I might have moved out of Mount Druitt. Yeah, well, you're going to be living in Mount Druitt for a little bit longer there, Mr. Nate J. And considering you wanted to put 50 on the Moana Pasifika in this game, they were never going to win. I think that you're going to be staying in Mount Druitt for a very much longer time, because you're going to put a bet on the Moana Pasifika in a game they're not going to win again in the future. And you're going to lose your money. Nate J says, that's right, I literally just read that comment. Forget me. I'm going to have a drink of water. Because it's not like you're going to miss much while I'm drinking this water. Not like you're going to miss much. Here we go. Alex says, I just got home from work. Let's hit the Fetty Bomb. Let's hit the Fetty Bomb. Fetty Bomb incoming. Fetty Bomb, we want a Fetty Bomb. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We want a Fetty Bomb, we want a Fetty Bomb. But they don't have the ball, so they can't get it right now. They can't get it right now. Oh, they're going to win the scrum against the feet again. That's a monster scrum. The Hurricanes have just slaughtered the scrum the last couple of times. Oh, but it's Moana Pasifika going to turn the ball over anyway. We can get the ball back. Whoa. Here we go. Does your water taste like... I have no idea what that is. So right-hand side here, and Pacific go back on the inside. They're breaking away. No, taking down here at the 40. I tell you what, you members might launch a riot in Wellington if they don't hit that Fetty Bomb tonight. You may launch a riot. So left-hand side here, 45 out. Still going here. And it's still going to be Moana with the ball. 15 minutes to go to hit this fitted bomb. Uzo is old school grog. Oh, sorry, my dad's birthday today and he's calling you right now. Get on the talk right now, man. I am currently streaming. Alright, so right hand side of Moana Pasifika, they're 45 metres out. They'll get taken down. My team plays his team as well. So it's he's a Manly fan. So Titans versus Manly this week. I'm going down to Manly for it. Moana's away here. They're away. Take it down. 38 metres out. Also, Gorbaggio. Right hand side. Nearly a high tackle there against the Canes. I'm surprised they didn't call it. Here they go. Right hand side. Pasifika putting together some nice phase here. 12th phase. It's the 12th phase, but they're going to lose the ball, and the Canes will take the ball back. Yikes. So they whack that ball away there, and that's going to be a great kick. Oh, that's an unbelievable kick. That is a really, really special kick there from the Canes, and Moana need to be very careful here. Need to be very careful. They're only 10 metres out from their own line. The Hurricanes get this ball back here, then it's going to be something else. Chazza, South African teams will never return to the Super Rugby. They are not a part of the Super Rugby anymore. They are a part of the Northern Hemisphere competitions. My dad was calling. He was. But I can't talk to him right now because I'm streaming. So up it goes there. And that will be a line out here for the Hurricanes. 30 minutes out here from the line. We only need 2 more points here for the feedy bomb, guys. 13 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. We want to hit 16,100 subscribers tonight, and we're going to do it. We are going to do it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Don't forget, in 50 minutes' time, we will be starting up the stream for the Australia versus New Zealand women's football match. Someone says, won't come back to Super Rugby until further notice unless South Africa Rugby says otherwise. They will never come back. South Africa are done with the Super Rugby. They're still in the Rugby Championship, and they're still in the, Tri Nations Rugby Championship and whatnot, but they're not in the Super Rugby anymore. They've gone a different direction with Super Rugby, and it's the best case scenario because we don't want to be watching games at 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to be watching games against the Lions and Bulls and stuff at 3 in the morning. Their time zone over there is much better for the Northern Hemisphere. Alright, so 20 metres out here in the line. Left-hand side, they're going to go here. Here come the Canes. Can they get the feedy bomb? Can they get a feedy bomb? Knock on there for the Moana Pasifika, so it's still going to be Canes' ball. They've got the knock-on advantage here. So let's see Rayasi here, taken down at the 40. I actually don't think there is a knock-on advantage here. Maybe it just came off the head. Now there's an advantage. Now there is an advantage. Eliza Flores says, what is a 50 years of marriage called? It is called punishment. It is called torture. Taylor says, this is the new norm for Super Rugby. Pretty much, man. Yeah, they're going down the Pacific path, and we would rather build up the Fiji, Samoa, Tonga international teams by giving their talent a lot more time to really... that's going to be played out there by Moana Pasifika. That's going to be the penalty advantage. So it will be penalty to the Canes. Now, will they go with the 3 here to bring up the feedy bomb? Will they do it? Ooh, chance. There is a chance. There is a chance here for the feedy bomb. They're not going to do it. They're going to go for the try. They're going to go for the try here. Tommy, the big fella, Tommy, he's joined up for 3 months. What a man. What a man. Tommy has joined up for 3 months. Now, he may be a Manly fan, and he may be just doing this because he definitely wants to make sure that he sees me tip Titans this week over Manly. He wants to do it as a member. He will get to see me tip the Titans over Manly this week. Well done, Tommy. Well done. But he used his... every month you get a specific message that you can chuck on there, and he used it to say, yeah. Oh, feedy bomb, here comes. Here it comes. The feedy bomb. The feedy bomb. The feedy bomb. The feedy bomb. Oh, no, they're still going. Try time. We get the first feedy bomb on the year. Bum, 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 bum. Feedy bomb, feedy bomb. The first feedy bomb, feedy bomb, feedy bomb. The first feedy bomb. There we go. You now have permission to use the feedy bomb GIF, and it is now lighting up the chat. There we go. Session Kelson. He drops it. Alex drops it. There's the feedy bomb lighting up the chat. There we go. Harry Johnson says, Blaze, you going to come to Brookie this week? Of course I am going to Brookie this week, Mr. Harry Johnson. Fitty Bomb, lighten up the chat. We love to see it. All the members, you have permission to just go wild with that Fitty Bomb for the next minute. And then Jay will start timing you out if you keep using it after that. But for the next minute, you can spam that Fitty Bomb. Boom, 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 boom. So 53 to 12 here with a kick to come. There you go. Look at it go. It's flying. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to going down to Manly this week. I'm looking forward to going down to Manly on Saturday morning. Going down with my boy Antonio. Sebastian Grammer even comes in and drops and slams a 50 bomb gift. Oh, whoa. Sammy Sue says, in a way, that pandemic is sort of a blessing in disguise. We're going the game further in the respective regions, and the SAFA teams play in a suitable time zone anyways with Europe. His kicking has been shocking, but yes, Sammy Sue, you're absolutely right. Next is Kaboom from a poor bloke. Well, you put $1 on to win $9.50, bro. Like, what do you want? JJ, it's not called a city bomb. It's a 60 slammer. It's a 60 slammer, mate. There's a friggin' 40. There's a 50 bomb. And there's a 60 slammer. And they've only one try away from a 60 slammer. Naughty, you're naughty for not looking at the screen right now because the score is right there, butter. 53-12 here to the Canes. Ryan Lane says, looks like someone finally cleaned up that pile of shit in Seb's basement. What? What's going... What I don't understand. Why does Seb always cop it? Why does Seb always cop it? What is he doing? What have you done to people, Sebastian? Sebastian, what have you done to hurt people's feelings? Sammy says, at least the Springboks stay in the Rugby Championship until further notice. They will never leave the Rugby Championship. They will not join the Six Nations. It will not happen. So the Canes here at the 50, they throw that one in. Here we go. They're going to hit a 60 slammer. They're going to... Oh, no. They're going to knock the ball on. Knock on. It's a knock on. Jay Hayes says, Seb pops in and gets heckled straight away. Absolutely. He does. I don't know what he's done. I do not know what the big fella has done, but he's done something. It's a shocker. It is a shocker. So it's going to be Moana Pasifika here with the ball at the halfway point. Ryan Douglas has ripped my ears. You guys should know by now. That if you are watching this channel, you should know that I will scream and get loud. You're lucky that my throat is incredibly sore from the Saturday night, buddy. Extravaganza, where the Titans played Parramatta. If you haven't watched that vlog yet, go and watch it. But you're lucky I can't scream even louder. It is a Tuesday night too, you know. I'm not going to go too crazy on Tuesday night, I guess. And especially with tonight being friendly as well. Somebody says, figure that the short turnarounds eventually took its time. Moana. Absolutely. You know, they had Friday. They played last Tuesday, didn't they? Then Friday, and then today, and then on Saturday. Yeah. Leo says they will never join the Six Nations, especially as Italy got a win this year. So the chat about Italy leaving will have died down. Absolutely. Raro says up the Moana Pasifika. Unfortunately, not the greatest game today. They did well in the first half, but second half they're just too tired. Naughty says, bruh, I got earphones on. So the thing is, Naughty, is that when you're on this channel, you got to really be careful with your headphones because, like this game, I'm not even going crazy. When we're getting passionate, Moana Pasifika are away here. When we're getting passionate, they're gonna get the intercept of the Hurricanes. When we're getting loud and passionate and whatnot, usually, like, it's scary times. Like, it is scary times for people who have earphones on because I scream and go crazy, man. Somebody said they thought that was a birthday scream from your old man. I'll call him later, but it's going to be a knock-on here from the Canes. So, scrum feed here to the Moana Pasifika. Never wears headphones. Good call, Jay. That's a very good call. That is a very, very, very good call, sir. Liza Flores says, I tell my kids not to yell because of amplifon. What? Somebody says, even the Six Nations themselves don't even want South Africa anyways. No one wants South Africa. And also, Southern Hemisphere have won every World Cup bar one. Why would you want to go to the Northern Hemisphere where they don't know how to play rugby? Bing. Take that, Northern Hemisphere. Dogs. Boom. Alex says, Tigers, Fitty Bomb coming up. Yeah, they probably will have a Fitty Bomb put on them by Parramatta on Monday. Liza Flores says, imagine how old he's feeling and wonder they're deaf. Fair enough. Rara says, when he's wearing headphones himself, but I'm not listening to myself, dude. That's the problem. But that's the problem for nothing. That's the good thing for me. I'm listening to the commentary and the game, the atmosphere. I ain't listening to me. You think I'm listening to me? That would be the most confusing commentary ever. Ryan Langdon said, if New Zealand beat Costa Rica to make the World Cup in Australia, that would be embarrassing. No, it wouldn't be, Ryan. Do you know why, Ryan? Do you know why your comment is absolutely dog shit? The reason is because that is the most stupid thought process that I've ever heard in my life. That's why. That's all I have to say. I'm not even going to dignify your comment with an answer because your comment is literally that dumb. That's how dumb your comment is, right? Because do you understand what Australia had to do to make the World Cup? We have to go through Asia. You have to go through Oceania. And then you play Costa Rica. We have to take on legitimate teams like Japan and Saudi Arabia and Iran and the UAE. And then, if we beat the UAE, we still have to go and play against some... What was the other team from South America? Shut your dirty mouth. You have no idea what you're talking about. We have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just let the chat go to the big boys in regards to, chatting about football if you don't even know. Peru would shit on Costa Rica. What are you talking about, bro? Shut up. Shit, man. People really love to think they know everything, eh? No. Raro says Richie McCaw's won more World Cups in the whole Northern Hemisphere. Yep. He has. Richie McCaw, one of my favourite players of all time. Him and George Gregan. Shut your dirty mouth, JD says. He's down the road. Shut your dirty mouth. So it's going to be a Moana Pasifika hold the scrum there. Not many times they've done that tonight, but they're going to be away here in Moana Pasifika. They're going to score a try. Maybe. Oh, Tammy's out. Come on, Moana. Score one try here. Come on. Sebastian Graham says, there's always an extra spot in my mum's basement. Chad says, Blaze, your audio's cutting out a bit. I think it might be just you, my girl. Naughty says, why can't we see the game? Due to broadcasting restrictions, man, it's illegal to show you the game. Moana! No, knock on there. Oh, no, it's just going to be Hurricanes ball. It's obvious, bro. It's not rocket science. It's illegal to show you the game footage due to broadcasting restrictions, so the best I can do is commentate it. But do you really want the commentary of a game that's right now 53-12 with 3 minutes to go? Tommy says, Manly going to get smashed like Moana? I believe so too, yeah. Yeah, Titans do have a good record against Manly down there in Brookvale, and obviously Manly aren't looking too great this season, while Titans, their biggest loss has been a 6-point loss to a top 14 Parramatta, the other one being a 4-point loss to a top 14 Parramatta. And unfortunately, we did get chased down by the Raiders there, but it was only a 2-point loss in the end to an experienced team in Canberra. So, yeah, look, frustrating. But the fact of the matter is that I agree with you. Yeah, Manly will get smashed like Moana. Lies of horses because we always believe everything we see. Okay. Rara says Moana deserves better. Mate, they've had a lot of times that have been delayed by COVID. If it wasn't for COVID, I think they'd probably lose this game by maybe less than 20 points or so. But because of the fact they've had so many short turnarounds, they're in a bit of a state, unfortunately. Jay Hay says Muppets are real. I see them every day. You do here. But guys, before we jump off here, we've got 3 minutes to go here. Let's go and hit our thumbs up button and subscribe. Let's get to 16,100 subscribers tonight. Let's do it. Let's just do it. So, Pacifica here. Come on, get one try. Make it 19. Get 19 points. Give it a go, man. Give it a go. You've given it a good, solid go. Let's see. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Moana. Tosso, Moana. Va, Hurricanes. Tosso. Io. Oh, no. Knock on. Oh, no. Raro, I go for the greatest team that has ever walked this planet. It's called the Gold Coast Titans, big fella. You should know because you should have watched my vlog from yesterday, mate. You should have watched my Gold Coast Titans vs Parramatta Eels vlog. How dare you? Alright. 24 hours ago, I uploaded a vlog. You didn't even watch it. That is just disappointing from you, Raro. I expected better from you. Very better. Even my biggest haters watch that vlog, Might have a cry after this. 1.5 minutes to go here, and the Moana Pasifika will knock the ball on. JJ says he's a Warriors fan. No, thank you. I will be when they play the Tigers. When they get their first ever home game. Within 3 years. But, no, thank you. No way. No way, man. No way, man. I want to be happy with my own mental health, and being a Warriors fan would not do that for me. No, unfortunately. Jay Hayes, I bet that female striker is a little sore. She was actually quite attractive. Not a lie. Kieran Young says, damn, Canes are smashing Moana. They are. Yeah, first half was good. Second half, not so much. Rara says, greatest team, absolutely. I agree, Rara. Yeah, the Titans are the greatest team ever. Harry Johnson said, if you don't watch every single BKR sport vlog, then what are you doing with your life? Exactly right. You're absolutely spot on there. Oh, 60 Schlemmer, maybe. 60 Schlemmer. 60 Schlemmer. No, they're going to kick that one away, and Moana will get this ball here just inside their own 40. They're going to run this one back out here, and they'll get taken down to the halfway point. But yeah, no, Raro, I agree with you saying the Titans are the greatest team on the planet Earth. That's a line out here for the Hurricanes. They'll just get it, and they'll just throw this ball over. Raro says Warriors better than the Titans. Hey, Raro, just before we jump off here, can you tell me the most recent score between the Titans and Warriors, please? Actually, can you also do me a favour? When you see that last score between the Titans and Warriors, can you go back to last year, the last game of the regular season? Because obviously we made the finals last year, right? So we made the finals last year. You guys, maybe not. But the last game of your season last year, I think it was against the Titans. Can you tell me what the score was of that one? You like that one, big fella? Don't talk shit, man. Don't talk shit. Not talking shit from you, Raro. I take away your shit talking card. I take it away. I throw it away. You see this card? Oof, gone. No more talking shit for you. Shh. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the game. 53-12 here to the Hurricanes. They got a good win here. They got a good win here, and very unfortunate that Moana were just too tired in that second half, man. You know, they were just too tired. And Hurricanes just got out to a good win. They needed a revenge game after the Harry Johnson's my ears. Fair enough. But yeah, they were just too tired, and Hurricanes need that revenge game after losing to them a couple of weeks ago. But guys, like I said, I'm jumping off. Let's go hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. I'm going to go get something to eat, and then in 40 minutes' time, I'll be jumping on for Australia versus the New Zealanders in the Australia versus New Zealand in the women's football. I see that Raro's still crying. Raro, don't cry, big fella. Don't cry. Stop crying, man. It's okay. It's okay, big fella. Don't worry, man. Just be happy that your team is at least in the top 8 right now. Because you won't be there when the finals are on. Just be happy, man. But alright, man. I'll see you guys later. Appreciate ya. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in 40 minutes time. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.